Today we're in Nashville, Tennessee, and we're getting ready to check out another brand new home from, you guessed it, another brand new builder. Oh yes, that's what I'm talking about. So let me get you outside, I'll tell you all about it. Oh man, just look how nice this home looks. It is gorgeous. This is 2001 Kingsbury Drive from Tennessee Valley Homes. I love the brick and the wood accents on this home, along with the windows. Just wait till you see this dining room. Ooh, it is gorgeous. This home does feature 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, a 3-car garage, and all of that sits inside of approximately 5,216 square feet. It is currently listed for $3,725,000. If you are interested in this home, you can click that link right there at the top of the description. And with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. Alrighty, last day in Tennessee. For this trip anyway. We've got 2 homes. This is the first of the 2 today. But this home is drop dead gorgeous. I think you guys are gonna love it. Let me go ahead and turn you around real quick and let you check out this foyer. Open to above, huge chandelier hanging down over the top of the foyer itself. And then you got the staircase wrapping around up to the 2nd floor with that really nice window array right there. I love it, man. This one it's very elegant feeling without being over the top, if that makes sense. I think that's kind of what attracts me to it. We're gonna go ahead and start over here to the right-hand side and then just kind of flow through the home that way. So first thing that we come to, and it's probably the first time ever we've come to the laundry room first, but that's all right. This is a laundry room right here. You've got spot for washer dryer hookups with the front loads, and then look at all this counter space on either side. Tons of room to get in here and fold the clothes, and then you've got some storage up above that. On the back side, we've got our wash basin. Some more cabinets. And then another spot for a refrigerator, maybe a stand-up freezer. I've been thinking more and more about that lately. Maybe it's not necessarily for a refrigerator, but like a stand-up freezer, just having another extra spot to store your food that's out of the way. And coming back out into the hallway, we've got the coat closet slash like linen closet, which is nice because I don't think there's actually a coat closet out in the foyer. So this isn't too far from that, which makes it pretty convenient. And then we're gonna hop right into it. I mean, right past that, you've got this door right here that opens up into the entire master suite. And this thing is gorgeous. There's also a surprise in here. Just wait for it. This thing has a lot of his and her type stuff. But you got this great big soaking tub right here with the tile backsplash going all the way up to the ceiling. Nice fun light fixture hanging down over the top of it. And then it does, let me get you over here so you can kind of get a good view of it. So you've got double vanities, one on this side and then one on this side. The built-in over here is a little bit bigger than the one on this side, but either way, these vanities look awesome. And then you've got the shower with the huge rainfall shower head, double shower heads, and then a removable shower head. Man, you got shower heads for days. And then you've got a nice little bench towards the back as well. And then as you start working your way down towards the closet, you've got 2 doors right here, which they are double water closets. So you don't even have to wait. If somebody's going to the bathroom, you don't have to wait. How nice is that? It's like almost having 2 bathrooms in your bathroom. I want to open up these 2 just to look at them real quick. And then all the way through the ensuite, you've got the closet with, check this out, the hanging dowels have accent lights on them. How cool is that? Another one of those footsie mirrors. And then all the built-ins Kind of a unique closet. I like the hanging doll things. I never even thought about that. I get so excited when I see stuff like that. It makes me happy. Anyway, then we're going to continue down towards the end of the master suite, and of course we come to the bedroom itself. Gorgeous vaulted ceilings with the exposed beams, nice fun chandelier that just kind of ties everything together, huge windows, a lot of space. Let's get over here in this corner. Just a really pretty room, and wide open too, you know what I mean? And then also has, looks like it's got private access, or at least its own access. I don't think there's a private patio, but it does have access out onto the patio, which we'll get to that in just a minute. We'll wrap back out here to the main living spaces and start checking out all that stuff, because I'm telling you, I love the dining room setup in this home. It's probably one of my favorite things. The kitchen and the pantry also, nothing to shake a stick at, you know what I mean? This whole home it's gorgeous. Beautiful ceilings here in the living room, love that. Nice big fireplace, humongous built-ins on either side of the fireplace. Let's go check out some of these built-ins real quick. Just to get a little nosy, you know what I mean? That's the whole fun of this. Nice surround on the fireplace too. I like I don't know what you would call this stuff, but like the bumps. Looks pretty neat, like it's rolled. But then you've got views back into the kitchen, and that thing is a whopper. It is massive. It's almost the size of the living room. It takes up everything. And then it's also got a pantry to boot. Like, what? And we'll go ahead and step out here onto the back patio as well, where you've got an outdoor cooking space with the grill, tons more counter space. You've got another outdoor fireplace. That thing looks like it's a real wood-burning fireplace out here too, but if that's not going to warm you up enough, you've got the heaters up in the ceiling. Again, access back over into the master suite, and then you've got a little spot back here where you could put yourself another one of those like chimney things. You know what I mean? So you can still sit out here and enjoy another fire under the stars. So that's pretty neat. All right, dun 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 dun. No, that doesn't. Dun dun dun. Something like that maybe for the kitchen. The first one was just too, no, that wasn't exciting at all. But anyway, huge island here in the kitchen, kind of wraps around. You've got little end spaces for some stools. The front of the island also looks like it has some storage. And some nice storage too. I don't like the ones where you can come in and it looks like they have storage and then it's just like a really shallow cabinet. Maybe you could put some stuff there, but ultimately it does nobody any good, right? But this one, it's got ample storage up front, and then coming around to the back, you've got a lot more cabinets over here too. Looks like you've got a smaller trash can drawer this time. Ooh, that's like a fancy soft close. You've got some funky pendant lights hanging down over the top of the island. You got the farmhouse sink with this nice apron looking back out into the living room itself, and then a panelized dishwasher. And then what is this thing? Ooh, this is the second time we've seen one of these. Just like a little pan drawer. All right, and then we'll go ahead and start on this side and then kind of wrap our way around so we don't get lost. So you've got this cabinet right here with the glass panes and then all the accent lights. You can show off your finer dinnerware. Got the built-in microwave, a beverage refrigerator, a prep sink over on this side. I was walking over here, I saw the sink, I'm like, man, that's cool, you're looking out the window. And then I just remembered or forgot just that fast that there was an actual sink in the island. But we've got all these, what? That scared me. So you've got a A little ice machine right here. I thought the door looked weird, but you know, that's cool. I like how it's all panelized. Another trash can drawer. And then you've got some floating shelves towards the end. Kind of some cool sconces up above the window as well. And then along the back wall, you've got, of course, your gas range, double ovens, huge range hood. Ooh, I like that this door opens all the way up. It's not a two-piece door. That's pretty nice. I'm just perusing, I'm looking. I was hoping for some spice racks, but maybe, just maybe, these could be like spice drawers. You know what I mean? I think that might be tall enough. I'm not real sure. And then on the opposite side, looking out into the covered patio, huge buffet area right here with plenty of more cabinets and drawers. Then you got panelized refrigerator. I'm sure one of these is a freezer, something along those lines, but there's two of them. So one's bound to be a freezer, but they look really neat, just how they're all panelized. All right, so we'll go ahead and go this way. This kind of leads back towards the mudroom and everything, but around the corner, kind of directly behind the kitchen itself, you've got this butler's pantry, which has another prep sink, another dishwasher, looking out into the side of the yard, and then plenty of counter space. And this one, it doesn't have a refrigerator, it's got like a wine chiller, which is cool. So you can get them fancy bottles ready to be served out into your dining room, which we're about to get into. And then back behind us, you've got kind of like your pantry shelves, which is a really cool look too. I like how they're all different levels. That's pretty interesting. And then this is also connected to the kitchen, the main kitchen, but you come out here into your dining room, which is, it's almost like a garden room, like you're eating outside, but you're inside. Just all of the windows and the color in here, gorgeous. Nice big light fixtures, the ceiling with the exposed beams, and almost like the shiplap up there. I'm a super fan of this dining room. It's not wide open, it's contained, and it's nice. All right. On the opposite side of all of that, well, I think I guess we'll go ahead and start over here. So you've got your hall tree, and this door right here opens up out into the garage, which is nice. It's not real far from it's a little echoey in here. It's not too far from the pantry. But you've got 3 stalls, access out into your backyard, and then the electric panel and tankless water heater. I don't see any attic access in here, but there's quite a bit throughout the home in other places. All right, now that we're out of the echo, at least the bad echo, you do also have a powder room over here. Fun little sconces on either side of the mirror, nice single vanity. And then the toilet, and actually I thought it was a powder room, but it's a full-on bathroom. But that's nice though, because this is literally like tucked away off onto its own. So this could be like a guest restroom if they need it. And they don't have to worry about going into any of the common spaces. Then you've got, this is kind of like your drop zone area. You can come in here. This door right here leads out onto the motor court itself. So come in here, drop off all your bills, your keys, your hats, your glasses, all that fun stuff. But now we can go ahead and head upstairs and check out all those bedrooms. I just started a new company. It's called Refealty.com, and it connects you, the home buyer, with builders and agents across the country. So if you are interested in any of the homes that we showcase, you can head on over to Refealty.com and check all that stuff out. All right, up here, none of the stuff up here is staged, so we're just going to kind of peruse through the rooms real quick. This is the first bedroom up here, and it's massive. It's got a lot of space, and it's got these two fun doors on either side of this little bump out right here. And I'm only going to show you one because they're identical, but they're just like unfinished storage space. I'm sure you could put something in here or finish it off and make them little closets, something like that. But I thought they were pretty neat. And then you have an actual closet right here. And then another secret door, which goes out to more unfinished attic space. So you got tons of storage up here in this room. And whether you use it for a bedroom or not, I mean, you could. It's a big one. But I'm sure you could use it for something else too. This could be like a little studio room, which would be pretty neat. It's got its own ensuite with the single vanity, toilet, and then a shower and tub. And then around the corner, we got, this is like a little closet. It's not real big at all. Not even sure what you'd fit in there. But as you can see, you had the hook for the attic, little pull down hook. So you've got that right here. And then down this hall, we have two more bedrooms. So this is, they're kind of on opposite sides of the hall. This one has a lot of big windows. I like that. Got a cool little bulkhead up there. Just kind of breaks the lines of the room up a little bit. And then this one's got a much bigger closet than the last one. That's why I'm saying that last one, that could be like a media room, a studio, craft room, one of those things. Maybe a game room, something like that too. And then you've got the ensuite for this one with the single vanity toilet, and this one's got a shower with the tile going all the way up to the ceiling. And then on the opposite side, another bedroom. This one looks out towards the back of the house. All these rooms are like awesome though, in terms of size. Really good sized bedrooms. And this one, instead of like the last one had a bulkhead and a flat roof, this one kind of starts out flat and then pitches down a little bit, which is pretty neat. And then into its ensuite, a little bit of a moody vibe in here. Got the single vanity, the toilet, and then another shower and tub. And then this one's got the closet in. There's a little bit of everything going on in these things. It's like every room's a little different. This is one of those homes where it's like you walk in after you purchase it, you've got all the kids to fill the bedrooms and stuff, and it's just like a free-for-all. You're just like, all right, go pick your room. And then from there, chaos ensues. Oh, that's funny. But anyway, all the way at the back of the house, we work our way around this little corridor. This is really the last of the bedrooms. And then we've got some bonus space out over the garage, which could ultimately be like a game room. Or you could, I mean, I'm sure you could do some things and turn it into another bedroom if you wanted to. Just a giant space. But this one's got a nice sized closet too. And in this bathroom, let's see, it is actually connected to the hallway. So this is the only one upstairs with a shared bathroom, single vanity toilet, and I like this tile surround as opposed to the other ones. That looks pretty neat in the tub. But this one connects right back out into the hallway. And then we come into this giant rec room, game room, movie theater room. You know, your imagination is the limiting factor as to what this room could be. But this home right here, it is nice. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're in Prior Lake, Minnesota, getting ready to check out another beautiful home from another brand new builder. Say hello to 6144 Broadview Drive and just get a load of the colors on this home. It just looks fantastic. Now this home is designed by David Charles, who's the architect, and it was built by JB Woodfitter Homes. So beautiful home. I love the board and batten right here with like this really cool looking siding. This is actually called Azak cladding, which is cool, kind of like that wood color. And I'll give you a little closer look as we get up to it. I just think it looks really, really neat. Bunch of different colors happening around this home. Now this home does feature 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, a 4-car garage, and all of that sits inside of approximately 5,200 square feet. It is currently listed for $2.3 million. And if you are interested in this home, you can click the link right there at the top of the description, or you can go over to refealty.com. So this is kind of that cladding I was talking about. It looks like wood, almost like a deck board type material. You just don't ever have to paint it, so that's pretty neat. But with that, let's go ahead and get inside and see what all we can find. All right, here we go. Man, another home with another beautiful view. You got that lake back there. Another kind of a wetland preserve, which is pretty neat. Beautiful living room. Oh my goodness. Let me go ahead and turn you around real quick before we get too far into it. Let you check out the front entryway. So this is your front door right here. Huge foyer. You've got this little catwalk up above it, which is pretty neat. And it's like it's open on either side. Like the foyer is 2-story open to above, which is neat. Gorgeous light fixture hanging down in the middle of this stairwell, going both up to the 2nd floor and down to the basement. All right, so before we get too far into the main home, let's go ahead and start over here. This is actually like the pool room. So this is going to be like the first bathroom we come to, which it's a full bathroom. It's got the single vanity right here with this nice dark color, kind of a cool looking pendant light hanging down with the bowl, some fun wallpaper. You got some shiplap. And then around the corner you've got this standalone shower. Nice dark shower tray with almost like the river rock. I guess I need to open up the door, huh? I got a little bit of a glare there, but almost like the river rock shower tray. Kind of like taking, even with the wallpaper, it's like taking a shower in the jungle. Kind of the vibes that I get from it. But then just off, like beyond that, you've got a pocket door and then kind of like stackable washer and dryer and a little bench. Now that's because eventually there's still, the weather didn't quite work out in their favor since we are in Minnesota, you know, coming out of winter. But there would be a pool right here, which is, and then from the pool you can come in here, kind of wash off, you know, all the chlorine or salt, whatever type of pool you end up having. But that's pretty neat. And then all the way at the end of this little hallway is probably could be a bedroom. It's going to be used as an office. This home is already sold, so this is just an idea generator, and you can kind of see what builders and architects are capable of in different areas. But nice big room, kind of set off into the corner, which is cool. And then this right here is its closet, so you've got some nice built-ins. That is the one thing I do love about touring all these these parade homes, we don't see any more wire shelves. You know what I mean? Which is probably like the biggest, probably the biggest comment that I would see from you guys saying is just wire shelves. They don't belong in a house. But I mean, they have their place. There's different price points for everyone, I think. And maybe if that helps someone afford a cool home, you know what I mean? Can't really knock it. But I like this bathroom. I like the white and the kind of gold trim. That looks pretty neat. Another cool shower tray. That one's got like the herringbone pattern to it with the little itty bitty tiles. A lot of wood in here. I like that too. It's got a real modern vibe to the whole home, but then this wood kind of brings, you know, nature inside, which is neat. And of course the floors. The floors are absolutely gorgeous. I love the wide planks. I think that looks fantastic. But then we come into the great room, 2-story, with the nice vault, the exposed beams, and that massive chandelier right there. That looks awesome. You got the fireplace with the stone going all the way up to the ceiling as well. Let me back you up a little bit so you can kind of check that out. But then on either side, you've got some room for some built-ins. Nice toasty fireplace. And then I'll go ahead and turn you around, give you views back into the kitchen. Now right here, you would have the sliding glass doors would open up onto a back patio or porch, which would be pretty neat. And then kind of a fun layout for the kitchen. So you've got this great big island with seats that kind of wrap around 2 sides. I think that's a little bit of a first. We'll get into some drawers real quick. Soft close, of course. You've got the built-in microwave. And then a couple little outlets on this side. And then along the back wall, we've got double ovens. The range hood, which is pretty neat, kind of keeps with that board and batten theme, but then also with the wood. It's a little unique. It's like a tricolor kind of thing, but it works really well together. And then you've got the gas range, and then next to that is this huge refrigerator, which is pretty cool. Oop, don't look at the pantry. The pantry is nice too. But and then on the far side, you've got the sink, which is kind of a unique metal. I don't know what you would call it, but it looks cool. But that would be looking out into your side yard and kind of that back patio porch area with the fireplace. Ooh, some snickety snacks. And then you come into the dining room. It's got, well, I guess the whole kitchen. Let me back up. It does have, the whole kitchen has got like this tray ceiling that goes from the kitchen itself all the way here into the dining room. But I love this. 180, math skills, 180 degrees of windows. You've got another set of sliding doors back behind the dining room table, which is cool. Another fun light fixture hanging down over the top of the table itself. Get you over here so you can check this out. Just get all the good views, the different angles and stuff of the home. And then we'll go ahead and pop out here onto this patio area. Now this will have those automatic screens, you know, with the remote stuff. It looks like another screened door right here. But my favorite part is this fireplace. Just come out here and hang out. Looks like there'll be a TV up there. And you could just be enjoying the fireplace while taking in the view. That's probably what I want to know. Like, what is your favorite place? And you can answer this down in the comments. What is your favorite place in a home? Right? If you just were to purchase a home, what is your favorite place that you would want to hang out all the time? I know there's tons of different possibilities, you know what I mean? But kitchen would probably be a big one. This cool pantry right here would probably be one. I don't know. For me, maybe. Maybe not for me. But this would be cool. Like, this is where you put all the snacks. So, I mean, honestly, this is probably where everybody's going to be hanging out. You do have another dishwasher in here. I do like that. Kind of like a cool sink right there. It's pretty neat. I love the floating shelves. And, of course, you've got the pocket door that separates it. And then it just kind of L's around. You go take this little hallway back out to the foyer, but we're going to keep just working our way down through here. See what all we can find. Kind of like a coat closet, maybe like a cleaning closet. And it's not really going to be a coat closet, I don't think, because you've got all those lockers and stuff back there. But then you have the powder room with a floating vanity. That's pretty nice. Another storage room. Tons of built-ins. A lot of storage, it seems like, throughout this home too. It's literally just everywhere. And then all the way at the end of this hall, you come to the mud room, which means we're pretty close to the garage. So this looks out onto the front porch. Nice little bench. And then all of the cubby space. And then some fun light fixtures up there as well. Little drop zone area so you can drop your keys, your bills. Ooh, all right. It's a lot of space in here. Nice big garage. Single door, double door, and then over here you've got another door. Is that like got another TV jack out here? I don't know if you can see it right there. That's pretty cool. Come hang out with your baby. By baby, I mean car. Watch some football. Something along those lines. I don't know. I've never seen a TV jack in a garage before. But anyway, all right. Let's go upstairs. It's easier to come down 2 flights of stairs than it is to walk up 2 flights of stairs. So super fun light fixture. That thing just goes. Now, I have not at all been up here. I did go down to the basement just to kind of scope that stuff out. So, to prevent us from getting too lost, we will head down this way. It looks like a laundry room. Kind of a cool view. Back down into the great room. You got the double doors that open up into the laundry room. That's pretty nice. The laundry room is on the 2nd floor. Of course, you still have stackable washer and dryers up or down on the main floor as well, but this laundry room it's kind of separate from all the bedrooms. So tons of counter space. Get your folding on. Nice big wash basin. I like the color too. Kind of like an olivey color. Maybe a mossy color. And then let's see. A little unfinished. Well, it's pretty much finished. Just needs some floors, but Maybe like a big closet, another storage room. I think there's, like I said, there's a lot of storage in this home. Just in different areas. There's quite a bit downstairs too. And then on the opposite side, it just kind of goes everywhere you turn your head. It's got something. All right, I think we've entered the master bedroom. So this is the closet. Nice big built-ins everywhere. Got some carpet. Feels good on my feet. Had to take the shoes off. I was walking around in the dirt outside a little bit. And then into the room itself. Again, nice vaulted ceiling, huge beam. Nice light fixture. Hear the geese out there. You've got kind of private balcony, which is pretty neat. You definitely hang out here. And I like it because you've just got this door and this great big picture window. And then like a littler window, but I like the big picture window. I think that looks pretty neat. Little sitting area over here. And then into the ensuite. Nice big built-in just as soon as you walk in. Ooh. So double vanities, some fun sconces. And then this shower. Ooh. That's real nice. So zero threshold as you walk into the shower. Nice ledge, got a bench towards the back. A really pretty tile. And then you've got two rainfall shower heads. Nice transom window. And then you have this soaking tub right here that you can just sit in, take in the view. I think there's also, it's all about taking views in up here too. So not only you got storage, you got plenty of like hangout areas just to be outside and enjoy that. But literally like every room has a view. Except for this one up here. It seems to sit up towards the front of the house. But you got a little spot right here. Looks like could be a cool spot for like a little reading nook or something. Put like some fluffy rugs, maybe a beanbag chair or something there. And then this room sits up towards the front of the house as well. This one's got like fun little turns and nooks and crannies and stuff. Into its closet. Now this is different. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So this bedroom shares the bathroom with the hallway, it looks like. So you've got the shower and tub. It's got a removable shower head within the bigger shower head. And that's cool. Nice big tub. And then double vanities. Oh, I think it's kind of like a Jack and Jill. You got the toilet. Nice. Just kind of a funky Jack and Jill. Little linen closet or cabinet. Is this a hamper? Yeah, that's cool. nice way to store it. So you could go out into the hallway where you have access straight into the bedroom from right here in the bathroom. We're just going to go into the hallway so we can, I guess it really didn't matter, but you know, whatever. Just to kind of give you an idea as far as where we're at and orient yourself. Ooh, that's a pretty picture right there on the wall. Nice big room though. Again, tons of windows. Check out that picture. That would definitely be a nice view to wake up to every morning. But a lot of light, a lot of natural light coming through those windows. Got a step-in closet. Again, plenty of built-ins. They go down a little ways, not too far, on either side. And then this is all the way at the end of the hall. So this is nothing more, or I don't want to say nothing more. That's, I shouldn't say that. But it's a game room. It's not a bedroom. That's what I meant to say. Like, it's not a bedroom, but this could be like a game room, den area, craft room, school room, tons of possibilities. What would you do up here? It's got the carpet in here too. I think all the rooms pretty much had carpet. It kind of feels, you know, most of the time, sometimes I take my shoes off, sometimes I don't. Just depends on, you know, the nature of the tour that we're doing. But I have to tell you, the carpet feels good compared to like the hardwoods. Obviously, hardwood's probably going to be a little easier to keep clean, but you're going to spend a lot more time cleaning it, for one, because at least carpet hides stuff. You know what I mean? So with these hardwoods, though, man, you see the dirt. Not right now. I'm just saying in general. But transitioning from hardwood to carpet, yeah, carpet just feels good. All right. Coming down here to the basement level. Can't even call it a basement because it is far from a basement. This is a full-on sanctuary. And it's got quite a bit of rooms kind of coming off of it, a little different things shooting off of it. Let's do the bar area real quick, and then we've got this section to get into, and then we're going to do all the stuff back behind us. So great big island right here. We got the wet bar back behind it, plenty of space for seating. Oop, don't knock down the picture. Oh man, that would be horrible. So the last time I was walking around, and it's got a powder room back behind the kitchen. I was filming in the living room, and I was turning to pan back towards like the dining room and kitchen area, and I just heard this gigantic crash. Well, that's sketch. I'm like, oh my goodness, what happened? Like, honestly though, it like scared me. Like, I was like, ooh, there's a ghost in the house. You know what I mean? Sorry, I got to tell the story, but I got to keep moving. You know what I mean? Nice, like a hammered copper sink. Pretty neat. I like that. Floating shelves. But, yeah, it scared the mess out of me. And it ended up being a mirror that fell in the powder room. So this is going to be a gun room, which is pretty neat. I would like to have one of those myself. I've got my gun safe where we keep everything, but I don't have a full-on like gun safe room. It's basically my office. We call it the war room. Because not only does it have all my firearms, but it also has, you know, like we're going businessy things happen in there sometimes. Other times the baby's in there making a mess. But anyway. All right, so we're going to go ahead and head on over here. And looks like we've got the utility closet. Humongous water heater. We got the furnace. Sump pump back behind us. Or no, those are just water lines. Just kidding. And then this is just storage up underneath of the stairwell. And then some more kind of fun space to do whatever you wanted to do with it. And then around the corner is another powder room. So another single vanity with the light fixture and the toilet. All right, and then getting back down into here, you've got a raised bar over here with a lot more seating, which is pretty neat because if you're watching a game or a movie or something like that, you've got even more space to kind of hang out. Another little carpety section. Nice big built-in right below the TV. With some fun batten strips. And then we've got, what is this? Another room. So you got your egress. A lot of space in here. Into its closet, also step in. And then into the ensuite. I like this. I like the open idea of like a linen closet here within the bathroom itself. We've got the single vanity, the toilet, and then this nice standalone shower again. It's a darker shower tray, but it's got like the white little circle tiles, which is pretty neat. And then we've got one more little space. What is behind this door? Ooh, it's so dark. Oh, more storage. Tons of storage. Let me turn you around so you can get like the full view. A lot of room. Man. Today we find ourselves again in Vestavia, Alabama, and we're getting ready to check out another beautiful home from Doyle Homes. So when we get you outside, I'll tell you all about it. Alrighty, say hello to the Sheffield. I love the darker tones that we've been getting into in some of these homes. I think they just look absolutely awesome. This home features 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, a 2-car garage, and all of that sits inside of approximately 2,254 square feet. Just look at the swoop right there on the roof line. I think that looks absolutely awesome. You got the dormer up there, and then this gorgeous covered front porch with the archway that just kind of invites you in. Cool beans. And beautiful ceilings. Just wait, they carry that inside as well. Now, if you are interested in this home, it starts at approximately $555,000. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. Alrighty. Man, I think I've only ever toured one home that had like a rotunda in the foyer. This isn't even like it's not really a rotunda, but you know, it's just like this rounded section. It's like an intersection of the home. But let me go ahead and turn you around real quick, let you check out this front door, and then we will get into it. There is a bunch to explore in this home, and I haven't even been upstairs yet. So the ceilings carried from the outside, which is awesome. We saw that in another one of their homes. And then you've got this nice big white door looking out onto that covered front porch. Beautiful floors running throughout the home. I think there's only carpet in the bedrooms. But we're gonna go ahead and start on the left-hand side over here, which is where all the secondary bedrooms are. This is an interesting floor plan because all of the bedrooms are kind of front-loaded. They're all at the front half of the house, and then all of the living space actually sits back towards the back of the house. So a little different. But this is the first of the 2 secondary bedrooms. It's currently set up like an office, but you know, that's just one idea. Obviously, it could be a bedroom too. Meets all of the requirements, and I think it's actually one of the rooms that is counted as the bedrooms. So it's got a nice big walk-in closet in here. And then back out into like the little common space. This connects one bedroom to the next, and right in the middle you've got the bathroom. So this bathroom has a single vanity, the toilet, and then a nice custom shower and tub. It's got the tub insert. It's kind of like a, I don't know, it's low profile. I keep saying that, but I don't know. That's what I'm going to call it. You know what I mean? It's not like a super deep tub or anything. Like your bubble baths aren't going to be real deep. So showers are probably the only real thing. Unless you got like some littles that they'll probably fit in there pretty easy. But then coming into the second bedroom, this one faces out towards the motor court. It's got a cool looking accent wall back there. Looks like a bunch of little mazes. But plenty of space. Got the little light fixture hanging down in the middle. And then it also has its own closet. About the same size as the other one we just saw. Not too much different. And then on the opposite side of the foyer, like I said, everything over here, all the bedrooms are up front. So this one though, on this side of the house, houses the laundry room. So that's nice. It's really close to the master bedroom too. So you don't have to walk real far. And even, you know, whoever's staying on the other side in those other bedrooms, they don't have to walk real far either. So you got washer dryer hookups. Some nice upper cabinets. And then you also have the electric panel in here as well. And on this side, I love this master bedroom too. I think it looks really, really good. So tons of space, a lot of windows in here, letting in plenty of light. I like the little day bench over there, little reading nook. It's got the 2 sconces on either side, which look really cool. I had to look. I didn't know if like these curtains right here were covering up, you know, some extra closet space, which would be cool, but they're not. They're just kind of there for decoration. But they're on either side. And then, of course, I had to check the bench. We did find there was some storage in one of the other ones that we walked through. That, you know, you could tuck away some pillows and stuff. Especially, that makes sense, right? Because in the master bedrooms, most of the time, 9 times out of 10, we all have like a bukus of pillows, right? And at nighttime, more than likely you're going to either toss them on the floor, you're going to toss them over here on this chair. But if you got like a little storage compartment or something, you can toss them in the storage compartment, make it nice and neat. You know what I mean? Just to kind of keep it out of the way. But then you also have the ensuite just off of that, got the double vanities, kind of keeping with that round theme, as you can see with the shower back there. Looks pretty cool. But a little makeup vanity in between the 2 vanities. You got a little bit of elbow space, you know what I mean? And then the shower. I haven't actually poked my head in the shower. It's got the tile going all the way up to the ceiling. Ooh, we found our first bench. Whoop, whoop. So you got the rainfall shower head, another great big shower head right here. And then this one's got a bench. We've been on a bench drought in the showers on this Alabama trip. Not too many benches. You almost not sit down in the shower here in Alabama. I don't either, but anyway. Then you've got the water closet, which has some nice open shelves here. And then all the way at the back, of course, it's got the toilet, a little window providing some light. You don't want to do the dew in the dark. And then you also have the master closet all the way back here at the back of the bedroom. I'm excited. This is the last home, and I'm heading back up to good old West Virginia this evening. It's a 10-hour drive though. So a lot of YouTube will be happening. I like listening to, podcasts, business related type stuff, setting up businesses and all that type of stuff. So it keeps me occupied, and then every now and again I'll get a phone call, from whoever. But that's like my quiet time, like that travel time. I love being by myself, you know what I mean? Just so I can kind of get in my zone and let the miles pass by as I learn a couple things. But anyway, continuing down the foyer, again, it's got those beautiful ceilings. I cannot get enough of these ceilings. They just look fantastic, especially against like a darker tone. They look really, really good. And then all the way at the end is this doorway. I haven't been up here yet, so I don't really know what all is up here. It's obviously unfinished, but I don't know if it looks like it's just going to be attic space. And that's really all it is. That's different. You just got a bunch of storage space up here. Kind of, you know what I mean? You got the catalogs. Oh, it keeps going around. So you can store some stuff up here. You got the water heater up here, the furnace. Interesting place to have a water heater. I've never seen one in the attic. So that's a first. But yeah, you got the dormer over there. I wonder if you could finish off a little bit of this though, just to turn it into something. But maybe since there's no basement, that makes sense too. So you got a little extra storage space, because I think other than that, the only real storage in this house would be out in the garage somewhere. But any Hoosier, carrying on, all the way at the end of the foyer, you open up into all the common spaces. Beautiful living room right here. Got access out into the court over here on this side. And then you've got the fireplace with the tile going all the way up to the ceiling. I've been seeing these like little fireballs. They've been becoming like super popular, kind of replacing and I don't think they ever will, but the gas logs and stuff. You've been seeing them come out more and more. It's pretty interesting. And then we'll go ahead and go over here real quick, and then we'll hop outside and then continue into the kitchen space. But just off of the living room, you've got the half bath. Some fun wallpaper. It's kind of loud, you know what I mean? Definitely pops. But the toilet, nice pedestal vanity. And then this door right here leads out into the garage. So obviously set up like office space right now. But this is where you would park your cars. It's got some attic access. Oh, okay, there you go. So you got some more storage space in here. I was wondering. I didn't know if that was going to be the only space upstairs. What's that little unfinished space? I don't know. Have y'all seen that before? It's kind of the first I've seen it. In modular homes, it's different. When I used to tour modular homes all the time, the second floors always tended to be unfinished, just because you could obviously finish them up and create more rooms up there. But I've never seen one like that in a traditional built house. But out here on the back patio, again, beautiful ceilings, keeping with that same theme. You got the outdoor fireplace, love it. Beautiful brick around this whole home though. I think it looks fantastic. This one, it's got the nice hearth, big old thick mantle. Definitely put a TV out here, kind of hang out and enjoy the the temperature, it's not bad today. I think today's like in the 40s or something. It's so weird. It goes from like, I think when I first got down here, it was like, I don't know, 15, 16 degrees. I was like, man, not really warming up much, because it was, you know, it's like 5 back in West Virginia. But, you know, now it's still like 5 in West Virginia, and starting to warm up a little bit down here. So anyway, rambling over for now anyway. Coming into the kitchen, great big island right here. Plenty of counter space. You've got room for about 5 stools. They got 4 right here now, but if you wanted to squeeze in a 5th one, you could definitely do that. You got the big old light fixture hanging down over the top of it. No pendant lights on this one. They actually moved the pendant lights back behind us a little bit, so that's cool. Got the trash can drawer. Nice undermount sink looking back out into the living room. And then the dishwasher. And then this is pretty cool. On the back side, you've got a refrigerator. I would imagine one is like a freezer. You know what I mean? But refrigerator, freezer, kind of standing on either side of your stove area. You got the pot filler, 2 great big pendant lights, and then you've got a little extra space up above the cabinets, above the refrigerator. So if you wanted to do a little decorating, but beautiful range hood, nice tile backsplash. I actually like the color in here too. I think it's, oh yeah, it's throughout the whole living room and into the kitchen. But it's like this, it's a cool little green color. And then off to the side, you got a little corner pantry. Ooh. The range and oven over there, or has an oven over there, and then you also got another one over here with a built-in microwave sitting just above it. And then a nice little buffet area, so you put the coffee pot, you know, all that fun stuff. A little wine bar if you wanted to. We haven't really got into any slacking a little bit. Just check out some of the cabinets. And then on the back side, this is probably, just because I like the exposed beams in here, my favorite room in the house. Windows could probably be a little bit bigger, you know what I mean? I want some taller windows, maybe some picture windows. But I like the beams in here, makes it look really nice. Great big dining room space. You know, the light fixture, you drop it down just a little bit more. Get one of those big fancy ones, a little darker table, darken up the walls a little bit. Boom, you got some swanky restaurant style eating places. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're in Hoover, Alabama, and we're getting ready to check out the Roswell. So let me get you outside, I'll tell you all about it. All right, y'all, so the Roswell is from Signature Homes. It features 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, sitting inside of approximately 3,617 square feet. The base model comes with a 2-car garage, but as we're gonna be touring it today, you have this addition right here, which is the 3rd car garage. If you are interested in this home, it starts at approximately $620,000. Got a cute little front porch up here. And with that, we'll go ahead and get inside and see what all we can find. Alrighty, look at that foyer. That thing just goes for days. Oh my goodness, tons of stuff to get into on this home. I love all of the trim work. Very natural looking in terms of the wood. But go ahead and turn you around. I'll let you check out the front door. So the foyer is broken up into a bunch of different compartments as we continue to walk through the home. But obviously the first part, you've got your front door, and then right next to that, you've got this huge flex room. So this could be like your parlor area for when your guests arrive, or, you know, you can turn it into what it is currently, an office. So tons of different things to do. A lot of space in here, nice and open. Ooh, even the floors. The floors match all the trim. Looks super nice. And then the accent wall. I like it. It's nice. It's like a lighter color. It's got the darker tones here in the office, which, you know, I love. But then it's also got, you know, the natural wood, which is, it's different. It's interesting. You know what I mean? I like that a lot. And you don't have any of those barn doors. This one is wide open. So, you know, if you need a little bit more privacy, I'm sure that you could have them add some doors if you were interested in that. But currently, in terms of privacy, there is none. But it is at the front of the house. So, you know, most of the life is going to happen towards the back. But then from here, let's go see what all we can get into. I've walked through it just a little bit, just to kind of see what all is happening. You've got the stairwell up to the second floor. We'll get up there in just a little bit. And then it looks like you've got two separate bedrooms. So one to the left, one to the right. We'll go ahead and start over here to the left-hand side. I think this is the master bedroom. So right here on the first floor, you do have a nice coat closet as you work your way down the foyer, which is nice. The last one that we walked into, well, I guess it was a townhome, but there was no coat closet whatsoever. I didn't have anywhere to put my jacket. Of course, here in this home, I didn't want to put it in the coat closet, so I took it out. The garage is currently set up like a design center, so I just left it out there. But nice big room, tons of space. Got the big old window looking out into the front yard. And then just off of that, you come into the ensuite standalone tub. Check. And I like that they kept you've got the dark tones. Let's see if I can do it like this and you can maybe see it. It's cool, right? You've got the accent wall, and then as long as you're looking at the wall, it transitions into a darker tile, which is pretty neat. And then you've got the standalone shower. It's got the tile going all the way up to the ceiling. And then the dark shower tray as well. Is there a bench back there? No. And then back behind us, we've got the double vanities, plenty of space in between them. So it's like you have your own, you're not right up on each other. You know what I mean? You've got a little elbow room. And then on either side, you've got these linen cabinets, or medicine cabinets, or hygiene cabinets, whatever you want to call it. But everything, it's the same on both sides of the vanity. And then working your way even further back, you've got the water closet kind of tucked off here by itself. And then all the way at the back, you come into the closet. So pretty big closet, a lot of space in here. It even kind of works its way back up to the shower. That's pretty nice. I always like it when, home builders, whether they invite us back or they're just all for it when we reach back out to them. It makes me feel good inside. You know what I mean? It means that you guys are connecting with them and getting those homes that you want. They're making sales. It's a win-win for everybody. And, I'm just standing here in the middle, happy for every side. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. So on the opposite side of the foyer, we come into the next bedroom. Kind of set up like a little nursery. But this, it's got its own ensuite and everything too. So obviously can be whatever room. I guess a nursery makes sense if you have a little one, just because it's right across from the master bedroom. But, different options, different strokes for different folks. You got the single vanity here in the ensuite, the toilet. I liked it. I saw this in the last one, in the townhome that we did, the tile. I like that a lot. And then you have a shower and tub, kind of a custom one, with the tile going all the way up to the ceiling. I didn't want to turn the light on in here because the light in the shower is automatically connected to a fan, which is a good thing. But you know, the fan noise, it's pretty loud. All right. Now from here, we start working our way into the next compartment of the foyer. And this one, it's got another big closet, little storage closet, maybe another little coat room, like an overflow. Maybe this would make more sense for a coat room for guests, maybe. And the other one could be like, because it's so close to the master bedroom, I'm not sure. It would be maybe like for your fancy garments or something. You can let me know what you would use both of those for in the comments. But almost all the way to the end of the foyer, you come to the powder room. So you got the toilet and then a pedestal vanity. Kind of a fun little mood in there in terms of the light. And then finally at the end of the foyer, the last room is the printing room. No, I'm just kidding. It's the laundry room. Washer, dryer, hookups. Tim, you're so funny. No, I know. Corny. But anyway, a lot of cabinets in here. A little folding table. And then finally, we make it to the back of the house. That was like a journey. That was, you know, that was half the tour right there. Yeah, then finally you get back to all the common spaces. Living room, kitchen, dining room. I love this kitchen. I talked about that. We just toured another one here in Alabama that had a gorgeous living room. It had like cathedral ceilings, exposed beams. Like, I was in love with it, but you know, I'm not mad at this one either. It's all dark in here all the way around, which is cool because they incorporate, wait until I turn you around to the kitchen, they incorporate some white cabinets, which really makes it pop. But I like this a lot. Fancy looking fireplace, nice tile surround, and then you've got, you know, the bigger wood surround. No hearth to speak of, so, but, you know, you could do some nice little decorating there. And then windows on either side. Of course, huge windows looking out into your covered back patio. And then I'll go ahead and turn you around and let you check out the views back into the kitchen. That makes it nice and easy. It's just like this is a really easy flowing home, especially in terms of like the tour. But in the middle, you've got great big island, tons of counter space in here, and it looks like it's even the lip wraps around over there on the far end, so you've got plenty of space for seating. Nice little outlet on this side. You've got trash can drawer. Nice farmhouse sink looking back into the living room. Some pendant lights. I forgot to turn the pendant lights on. Dang it. Put some pendant lights hanging down over the top of the island. And the dishwasher. And then turning you back around, like I said earlier, dark colors with the, you know, the white cabinets really make it pop, which I think looks really, really good. You've got the built-in microwave and the oven. And then we'll get into a few of these. Ooh, some crackers. This one's like they're using this one as their design studio / office. So luckily, you know, there's nothing that's been cut off from us, which is nice. A lot of times, these model homes, there's rooms that I can't access because they're offices. But anyway, you've got the gas range, nice range hood, which actually matches. It's the same wood that the island has on it, which is pretty nice. I don't see no spice racks, I don't think. And then in the corner, we've got a pantry. Nice little corner pantry. And then along this wall, you've got like your coffee bar area, you know, that type of stuff. Maybe put some crock pots or something over here. And then some more. I guess I've been opening up all the uppers. Let's look at the bottom one real quick just to see how those are set up. Some of y'all are going to yell at me. All I'm doing is opening up the top ones. And then the cabinets don't quite go all the way up to the ceiling, so you've got a little bit of extra. I mean, you're going to have to get a ladder to put it up there, but you got a little extra room for some decorating. And then all the way past the kitchen, you come into the dining room. Dark tones continued into here, so it's got that nice, moody, romantic feel to it. Maybe drop this light fixture down just a little bit more, you know what I mean? And it's going to be like you're at some fancy restaurant in the VIP section. So a nice little area. And then we'll go ahead and hop outside, and I'll show you the patio real quick. We're not going to spend too much time out here because it's like 19 degrees outside, and I took my jacket off, so I'm kind of in short sleeves right now. Like, it's a long sleeve shirt, but you know, I got the sleeves rolled up a little bit. But plenty of room just to kind of come out here and unwind, maybe read a book, watch the kids play a little bit, and just have a little bit of fun. And then we will go, there's actually, I don't know if we can access that other section of the garage. We can check out this side. Of course, like I said, it is set up like a design studio, so it doesn't look like a garage at all. But this is where you'd have a garage door right here, a garage door right here, and then you can kind of see the third stall across the motor court. So just to give you an idea, but plenty of room in here. Looks like you'd have I can kind of see a glimpse of the water heater, maybe the furnace back there, and then you've got some attic access as well. And then from here we'll work our way up to the second floor. If you are interested in this model or signature homes, you can click that link right there at the top of the description, or you can go over to timothyplivingston.com, where you can search not only this floor plan, but all the floor plans that we've toured across the country. You can see if they're built in your area. You can filter based off of number of bedrooms, square footage, style, whether you want a first floor master bedroom or a second floor master bedroom, all that fun stuff. Watch the tour like you are right now, or reach out to the builder and get your dream home underway. And then we've got some other things in the works this year to kind of continue helping you guys out, to get a little bit more intimate in the process of helping y'all find that dream home. So stay tuned for that. I'm pretty excited about it. All right, we have a lofty area up here. And this would be perfect for, you know, all the kids. Put their games up here, watch some movies, invite the friends over, you know what I mean? Or, you know, forget the kids, put a pool table up here, and let all your friends crash in all the spare bedrooms that are up here. You know, so different options. And then you got a closet up here, a little storage closet, maybe put the games up here. Something along those lines. I mean, let's say they do have some cool bedrooms though. I guess we will, let's go ahead and start up here on the front one. It's because I like this one the most. So when you walk in, just kind of a cool layout. You're immediately greeted by the closet, which is a nice big old walk-in closet. And then you come around the corner. I didn't even know this one had a bathroom. We're going to have to turn the lights on, pray the toilet seat's not up. All the good things. But good sized room. Plenty of space. Yeah, let's see if everyone. Close the toilet lid real quick. But I didn't even know this one had it. How many bathrooms have we seen already? 1, 2. Yeah, maybe this is, oh, it's 4.5, I think. I don't remember. But a single vanity, toilet, and then you've got a shower and tub insert. I get so confused. You know, I look over everything. I know how many at the beginning, and then I've lost track I think that's, I think there's one more bathroom over here. Yeah, there it is. So over here, nothing like looking at 2 bathrooms back to back. This one's got a single vanity, another shower and tub insert, and it does have another light up above the shower as well. And then all the way at the back, you've got the toilet. And then on either side of this bathroom are bedrooms. So this is the first of the 2 bedrooms. This one sits up towards the front of the house. This one feels a lot bigger than the other bedroom we just came out of. It's probably pretty close to the same size, but it feels a little bit bigger, a little more spacious. Also has a nice walk-in closet. And then in the hallway in between the 2 bedrooms, you do have additional attic space, so a good bit of extra storage. A linen closet. Then all the way at the back, this is the 3rd bedroom up here. And it could just be like the colors, maybe the ceiling height. This one feels a little bit smaller, so I'm not sure. Not like a overly small room, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, compared to the other bedrooms, this one, and really compared to the last one that we just walked into, this one's just a touch smaller, not too much. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're getting ready to check out the Finley. This is from Trinity Home Builders out of Kenosha, Wisconsin. And this beautiful home features 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a 3-car garage, and all of that sits inside of approximately 2,144 square feet. As you approach the front entryway of the home, I loved this exposed truss and the beautiful wood columns. I think that looks awesome. You got a little board and batten siding. And then just check out this entryway. I love it. Got the really nice black doors. If you are interested in this home, it starts at approximately $313,050. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. All right, here we go. Already, this home has one of my favorite features of all times, that 2-sided fireplace right there. But we'll get over and check it out in just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and turn you around real quick, let you check out the front entryway, because it is also absolutely beautiful. You've got the black doors right here, the double black doors. You've got a little bit of black trim, which goes pretty much throughout the whole house. Beautiful vinyl plank floors. You got even a little herringbone pattern up towards the front entryway. You've got the set of stairs over here to the left-hand side going down to, right now, an unfinished basement. And then on the opposite side of the foyer, just as soon as you walk in, you've got this cute little quaint kind of coat closet space. Really not real big at all. It's an interesting size, you know what I mean? Now this is a split bedroom floor plan, meaning that you have the secondary bedrooms on one side of the house and the master bedroom on the other side. We'll go ahead and start over here to the left-hand side. This is the first of the 2 secondary bedrooms. This one's got a nice kind of dark navy blue accent wall with like the batten strips. Looks really cool. And just a nice size room. Tons of light. You've got sliding doors with a nice little step-in closet. Wood shelves, love that. I always like them when they like divide it up a little bit, you know, like the wood. It's just not like a shelf and a hanging dowel, you know what I mean? But then coming into the bathroom, this bathroom sits in the middle of both of the secondary bedrooms. You've got a single vanity, the toilet, and then you've got a shower and tub. And then back behind the door, a nice little linen closet. Now this has been super fun. I got to talk to the owner, Lisa, who is a super cool person. She's one of only 3 female builders in the state of Wisconsin, which is neat. I love this accent wall right here. It's just kind of trippy looking, you know what I mean? It's fun, it's different. But yeah, super cool person. She runs her business kind of like it is a giant team. Everybody's got a voice. Everybody has a part. She does collabs, like she brings in her family and friends and kind of lifts them up too, you know what I mean? And like they just collaborate together. A lot of the artwork throughout the house is actually one of her friends, and they just kind of collabed on the decor and, you know, staged this home up. So that is pretty neat. I always like hearing stories about, you know, builders, how they get started and that type of stuff. But coming into the living room, of course, nice and open. You've got this two-sided fireplace right here with the stone going all the way up to the ceiling. I think that looks fantastic. You've got a nice big hearth. And then you've got that really nice wood mantel. A little bit of space over here for the Christmas tree. And then really nice views back into the kitchen and the living room. From here, we'll start working our way over to the kitchen. And the kitchen is absolutely beautiful as well. You've got this great big island right here with tons of counter space. You've got the really nice pendant lights hanging down over the top of it. Plenty of room for seats. And then coming around to the front side, you've got the dishwasher, nice undermount sink looking back into the living room. And then we've got plenty of cabinets and drawers, all soft close. You got the trash can drawer and just a beautiful color island. I think it looks really, really nice. Then on the back side, you've got all the white cabinets with the nice pulls. You got a couple glass pane cabinets up top. You can backlight them, put some cool, you know, different dinner plates in there if you wanted to. Nice wood shelves in the cabinets. You got the gas range and the range hood. And I like this color. It's almost like a matte gray, which looks pretty neat. And then I did want to point out the backsplash. It is custom. It's got like a black tile underlay with marble on top of it. Looks really cool. And then the little insert, they kind of flipped it up a little bit, which is pretty neat. And then all the way at the end, you've got this nice corner pantry. Again, the wood shelves, plenty of space in here. And then on the opposite side, you've got a few more things, but in the middle of that is this little corridor right here that leads into the garage and the mudroom, that type of stuff. But over here, you've got this little bar area, maybe like a little coffee bar area with a beverage refrigerator down below it, the built-in microwave, some more glass pane cabinets, and then this really nice refrigerator that matches the range hood. Now on the opposite side of the kitchen is the dining room, and I absolutely love this tray ceiling. I love how they went with like the black inlay, and then you've got the light fixture coming down on top of it, just looking like a giant starburst. It looks cool. Tons of windows in here, just plenty of light, views into all the different areas. And then from there, you've got several different places. You've got a sliding door to go out onto the patio, but we're gonna go ahead and start over here into probably my favorite room in the whole house, and it is this beautiful 3 Seasons room. I think this thing is awesome. It's got tons of windows all the way around it. You've got a huge light fixture hanging down in the middle, and then of course you've got the back side of the two-sided fireplace. It's got the stone going all the way up to the ceiling, and just a cool place to hang out. It's got this really nice rustic mantle up here, which I love that type of stuff. But I can't get over it. I love the wood in here. I think that looks cool. You got the vaulted ceilings, and it just looks nice. Then from there, we're gonna go ahead and step out back. We'll check out the rear elevation and that type of stuff. It also has access, so you can access the patio not only from here, but you can also access it from the 3 Seasons room via this door right here. Now on the back side, you'll see a little bit more vinyl lap siding, but you also have a little bit of extra board and batten siding back here too. Just kind of tears off a little bit, looking pretty neat. You got a built-in fireplace back here on the patio. You know, definitely put the grill out here. You enjoy the outdoors. But from here, we'll go ahead and start working our way back towards the laundry room and the garage area. If you are interested in this home or Trinity Home Builders, you can click the link right there at the top of the description, or you can go over to timothyplivingston.com, where you can search not only this floor plan, but all the floor plans that we've toured across the country, see if they're built in your area, filter based off of price, number of bedrooms, square footage, layout, tons of filter options. Watch the tour like you are right now, and then click the link to reach out to the builder and get your dream home underway. All right, coming into the mud room. So you've got this nice hall tree right here. Of course, the black and white, which is kind of keeping with the whole theme of the inside of the house. We've been seeing a lot of it. But then you also have another coat closet here in the mud room. And then this door right here takes you out into the 3-car garage. So plenty of space in here. You've got the double stall and then the single stall. We don't want to go too far in there just because they've got a bunch of their own stuff in here too. But then right as you do walk in from the garage, you've got the laundry room with washer dryer hookups. Of course, it's got the printer right there right now, you know what I mean? And then on the opposite side, you've got a wash basin with a nice little folding station. And then I like the floating shelves and kind of the shiplap accent wall. That looks cool. Then just beyond that, you start working your way into the master suite, which just has plenty of space and looks absolutely incredible. You've got the tray ceiling, nice little chandelier hanging down over the top of it. And just overall, a good size room. They've kept the vinyl plank running in here. And then you've got access into the ensuite, and then I think y'all will like this. It's got this master closet outside of the bathroom, which is cool. But, wood shelves, nice hanging dowels. You've got attic access in here. And overall, it's just nice and spacious. And then around the corner with this modern-y looking barn door, you enter into the ensuite. So double vanities in here, gorgeous light fixture and soaking tub, definitely very spa-esque. Looking really good. And then you've got this great big walk-in shower with the tile going all the way up to the ceiling. It's got a nice tile shower tray and all the inlays. I love the detail throughout the whole home. It's the little things that have made this home really nice, and I like it. Even like the little pools right here. You know what I mean? They're just different. They look neat. But you got a little linen closet, and then back behind us is the toilet. Now, there's one more place that we've got to go check out, and that is, of course, the basement. Like I said earlier on, it's not finished right now, but we're going to go check it out just so you have an idea as to what all you could do down there, whether you finish it off or just keep it as extra storage space. The sky's the limit when it comes to these things. That's why I always like walking down here and checking them out, just because there is tons of space. And this one is no different. So you've got the furnace down here, along with the sump pumps and the water heater on the other side. But like I said, plenty of room. I would love to hear what you're going to do with all this, whether you keep it unfinished or you finish it out. Where are you going to put things? What are you going to do to it? I think that would be super cool. I do hope that you enjoyed this tour. I greatly appreciate you sticking around. And with that, I hope you have a fantastic day. And as always, my name's Timothy. I look forward to seeing your beautiful face in the next one. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back. Today we're in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we're getting ready to check out another spectacular home from a brand new builder. So let me get you outside. I'll tell you all about it. Say hello to the Aiden. This is by Copper Builders, and it features 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, inside of approximately 4,233 square feet. Now, it does have a 2-car garage. However, currently it is set up like office space. So I might be able to poke you in there, but it's just gonna look like an office and not a garage. Also, if you did finish out the basement on this home, it would bring the total square footage to approximately 8,093 square feet. So just a massive, massive home. And then as we're going to be touring it today, just the home, you were looking at approximately $1,658,000. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. All right, here we go into another beautiful home. I don't think we've toured too many homes here in Charlotte, so pretty excited about it. But this is the view that you're greeted with when you do first walk in. Got a little Christmas vibe happening. And then I will go ahead and turn you around and let you check out this front entrance. 2-story, open to above foyer. Love that. A heap of windows. And then you've got this really nice kind of light flooring. It's kind of in a herringbone pattern right here in the foyer itself. Kind of like a little statement piece, you know what I mean? When you do a first walk in. And then also here in the foyer, you've got this great big wine cellar. It's got a little door. I don't want to go too far this way. And this one, it's not currently temperature controlled, so I feel okay coming in here and just kind of showing it a little bit. Well, that's pretty neat. Just as soon as you walk in, we've been seeing quite a bit of these and I like it. This one's actually done up nice. I like that it matches, like the wood throughout the whole home just kind of stays the same. Then just off of the foyer, down this hall right here, I think you guys are gonna like this. This is probably one of the coolest offices I've seen yet. It's got its own fireplace, just a beautiful dark, olivey looking color throughout. Love the oversized light hanging down. And then of course, I don't know if I can get it real good, but you got the vaulted ceilings, nice big built-ins. Like it is just, it feels like you get some work done in here, you know what I mean? You do have some windows looking out into the front of the home with some nice big curtains so you can close them up, make it super dark. But this fireplace right here, I could just imagine kind of hanging out, cranking up the fireplace, letting those creative juices get to flowing. Whew, I'd be in heaven. All right, then coming back out of there, we will continue working our way into the living room. You do have access down into the basement. Right now it is set up as offices in their design center, so we're gonna stay down there, but like I said before, it almost doubles the square footage of the home. But coming into the living room, I love all of the exposed beams in here. I think that looks super cool. I like how it's kind of framed out right here, the transition from the living room to the kitchen. I think that looks really nice. And then this fireplace. So you've got this huge granite slab. They actually mirrored it. Just a really pretty surround. And then on either side, you've got these two great big built-ins. I like the arch, which y'all know. And then you've got some nice shelves. Let's open one up. One of these cabinets. Bit of storage down there, soft close, love that. And then back behind us, you've got access out onto this back patio. And again, we just saw these doors the other day, kind of accordion style. You pull the handles, you can open them up all the way for that nice kind of indoor outdoor experience, maybe in the summertime. I gotta unlock the door. Oopsies. But coming out here, you've got another fireplace. So this brings this home to a total of 3 fireplaces, which is, I mean, who can go wrong with 3 fireplaces? You know what I mean? The ceilings look super awesome out here. And then of course, this one's got a swimming pool. Let me turn you around. I'm getting a little excited, a little carried away. Just kind of show you all the pieces up here. And then coming out all the way down the stairs, you've got a swimming pool. We've been seeing quite a few swimming pools. Little sun tanning deck over there. Oh, and it's actually got the infinity edge, which is pretty neat. Yeah, a little different. I always feel awkward. There's a lot of people in this model. Everybody's in meetings right now. I just, when I'm having to walk through these homes with people in them, you know what I mean? It always gets me a little bit. We're not doing too bad on this one now. But anyway, coming into the dining room space, tons of windows, letting in a whole bunch of light. Nice big pendant lights. That's why I do love rooms with a lot of windows, just as long as you can, you know, eventually close them off so you can have a little bit of privacy from the outside. I like the natural light as opposed to like the artificial light. I just think it looks good. But then from there, we're coming into the kitchen space with this huge island quartzite countertops. And again, you'll see that with the backsplash. And I only knew that because they told me. You guys know I don't know anything about the stone or the wood. Most of it all looks the same to me. And a lot of it, you know, it's all manufactured anymore anyway, so it could literally be anything. But then coming around to the side of the island, nice little built-in over here. And I do love the color, like the naturally wood throughout this whole home. I think that looks super cool. On this side, we've got tons of cabinets and drawers. Nice little trash can drawer. Undermount sink, looking back into the living room. Panelized dishwasher. And then along the back side, kind of moved into some black cabinets. This is black or maybe like a darker wood, I think. Not necessarily black. But plenty of cabinets, a lot of pot and pan drawers. You've got the gas range, nice big range hood. And then this one's got a built-in coffee maker. Ooh, fancy. We don't see too many of those. I think there's only been like 1 or 2 homes that we've seen it in. And then along this wall, you've got the panelized refrigerator. And this looks like just kind of like a cupboard. Ooh, they got the microwave in here. You never know, you know what I mean? I figured these doors, oh, they got the sliders down on the bottom too. Could always open up into like a walk-in pantry. You gotta check. But then from here, we kind of start working our way into the mudroom and garage area. So easy access coming from the garage into the kitchen area itself. But to the left-hand side, we've got this powder room. Love the accent ceiling, which is a little different. Me and Jen were actually looking at a couple things the other day. Where you're starting to see a lot more accent ceilings, and we've seen them in various other homes. But I think the one she was talking about was like, it's all white with a black ceiling, which is pretty neat. I like the kind of white and gold there too. Ooh, it does have a pantry. That's handy. Plenty of storage space in here. And then all the way at the end of the hall, you come to the official mudroom. So you've got this great big hall tree right here, nice big bench. And then you've got a little drop zone, so you can come over here. This is where you lose your bills, your keys, all that fun stuff. You've got the door out into the garage. Again, like I said, it's set up like offices. So it's not really gonna give you an idea as far as garage space, because it's partitioned off, you know what I mean? I know some of y'all get mad when I'm not showing the garages, but this time I can't. And then you also have the laundry room. So washer dryer hookups, plenty of counter space in here for folding. You got a nice wash basin. And then just a cool little accent wall right here too. All right, so from here, we'll go ahead and work our way back across the house. And just to the right-hand side, y'all wait until you see this master suite. Whew, it is awesome. It's like your own oasis, you know what I mean? Like the perfect getaway. and super cool wallpaper just as you come in. You've got this kind of fun little entrance, I guess. It's got a little coffee station, which I thought that was a cool idea too. A lot of the times we see dry bars, wet bars. Obviously this could be that as well. Let's think of it as like a beverage station. So no matter what your choice of drink, it can go here, you know what I mean? So that's pretty neat. Now I'm gonna save all of the stuff back behind us for a little bit. Let's get into the bedroom first, which you have these super tall vaulted ceilings. Again, another accent ceiling, which is pretty cool. And then more windows. That's what I'm saying, I love the natural light. But a really nice space. The ceilings definitely bring in a sense of grandeur. The other thing that brings in a sense of grandeur is this cool walk-in closet. So it's kind of a walk-through closet, which is pretty neat. You've got all of the cabinets. Look at all these accent lights too. In the middle, you've got a little bench. Got like a his and her dresser on either side of this thing. And then it leads back in, kind of wraps back around into the bathroom. So you can really access it from either side. Oh man, all of the things to open too. We've got a little linen closet right next to this built-in. And then the two vanities are separated. They look to be equal in size. Both got these nice big medicine cabinets. And then you've got the standalone shower with the zero threshold, tile going all the way up to the ceiling. So tell me now that we've been doing the rating system, are you paying attention to, I know a couple of people said there was some things I need to add, but like, y'all have got me looking with that. I'm looking more at craftsmanship. I'm looking, you know, what type of tile or surround is in the showers and the tubs, and what type of flooring and tile. You know, I've always looked at that stuff before, but now it's like I have to keep a mental note as I'm walking through. That way I can kind of make a decision in terms of how I want things to be ranked. I don't know. I think it adds a little, it makes me pay attention more, if that makes sense. Anyway, from here we'll go ahead and work our way upstairs. If you are interested in this home or Copper Builders, you can click that link right there at the top of the description, or you can go over to timothyplivingston.com, where you can search not only this floor plan, but all the floor plans that we've toured across the country. You can see if they're built in your area, filter based off number of bedrooms, price, square footage, layout, design, all that different fun stuff. Find that perfect dream home for you. Watch the tour like you are right now, and then reach out to the builder and get that dream home underway. Whew, that is a mouthful. Up at the top of the stairs, second floor, has it going on. So there are 3 bedrooms up here, and then you also have this great big space, which just kind of seems to keep on going. So over here on this side, you've got a nice big wet bar, little popcorn popping station, whatever you could imagine it to be. And kind of a cool little raised bar. So if you wanted to sit here and you didn't want the kids getting popcorn on the couch, or you just wanted to eat some chicken wings or something while everybody's watching a movie, you can do that. Perfect for game days. And then it kind of drops down into this den area. Oh man, we've got some secret doors we got to get into real quick. We'll probably just open one of these just to see what's in here. It's probably just attic access, yeah. Some storage. Ooh. Kind of goes back there a ways. A little dark. I'm sure you couldn't see too much. And then there is another thing that I did like up here, and it is right across the hall. I thought this was a cool idea. So it's just like a little pocket office up here. Perfect for the kids. They can come in here, shut the door, get to work, do the things. Or, you know, like myself, you've got some media businesses going on. You come in here, do some podcasting or do some, you know, some talkie head videos, whatever the case may be. I love the wallpaper too. But anyway, I just thought that this was a cool feature. And then just across the hall from that, you come to the first full bathroom up here, double vanity. And then in the water closet, toilet and a standalone shower. And now we can start getting into the bedrooms, which I believe all have their own, all but one maybe, have their own en-suites. So this is the first en-suite in the first bedroom up here. Kind of cool. Got the little pitch from the gable outside with the shower and tub, but the tile going all the way up to the ceiling. And then the room itself, pretty spacious. Fun little bunk bed. And then into the closet. I mean, gosh, I keep saying it. I would love to have had a closet that big when I was a kid. I would always get my allowance, unless my parents checked my closet. But then you also got a linen closet. Nice big built-ins in here too. Some attic access here in the hallway. And then into the second bedroom up here. Let's get over here. This one's got a little bit of an access, like an accent wall. Now this one is a little smaller, I think. And a little bit smaller closet. Oh, it's got a little section back behind the door too. And then all the way at the end of the hall, we come to the third bedroom up here. This one is about the same size as the first one that we saw. So I guess the only one that didn't actually have its own ensuite was that middle one we just came out of. And that could be for like a little kid, you know what I mean? Maybe another office space. Tons of possibilities. And then into the ensuite. I like that shower. Like the herringbone blue. Looks pretty neat. Ooh. The shower tray looks like that's comfy on the footsies too. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back. Today we're in Fort Mill, South Carolina, my home state, and we're getting ready to check out another beautiful home from another brand new builder. So let me get you outside. I'll tell you all about it. Today we're going to be checking out the Napa from Classica Homes. This big old beautiful modern farmhouse features 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, a 3-car garage, and all of that sits inside of approximately 4,627 square feet. It has an absolutely beautiful front porch. I love the brick. There's some powder blue accents going throughout the entire home, not only just here on the front door, and just a spectacular layout. I think you guys are absolutely gonna love it. If you are interested in this model, as we're gonna be touring it, it starts at approximately $1,185,000. With that, let's get inside this home and see what all we can find. Alrighty. Yeah, I was down here towards the Charlotte area, and Jen actually was able to talk to the Classica Homes folks yesterday. And it's kind of a last minute thing. So while I was down here, kind of threw it into the trip. Super excited about it. And it's just a new fun builder. I'm not sure, I don't think we've toured any Classica Homes before. Not that I can recall, but huge foyer in here. I love this. You've got really big chandeliers, massive doors, and then you've got this staircase right here in the foyer leading up to all of the secondary bedrooms. So I like that a lot. Feels very grand. And then just off of the doorway to the right-hand side, kind of leads around into this office space. Now I'm sure this could be a number of things, like a little den area, whatever the case may be. I love the office just because it gives you that, you know, I work from home, kind of, when I'm not on the road hanging out with you guys, but it gives you that personal creative space, you know what I mean? Just away from all the hustle and bustle within the house. So that's nice. And I like the fact that this one is really far away from all the different living spaces within the home. And then coming back into the foyer, I think y'all are gonna like this too. This one has its own dedicated formal dining room, which is to the left-hand side of the foyer. Got a nice shiplappy kind of accent wall, beautiful table. And then you've got the window looking out over like into the covered porch, which is pretty neat. But yeah, it's kind of broken up into like its own little space, which is nice. And your line of sight, this is definitely not an open concept home, even though like the areas behind us are fairly open. But like your line of sight is definitely broken up a lot throughout the home. And then we'll just kind of continue this way as if we're working our way towards the end of the foyer. You have a coat closet. And it's a really big one, nice and big. And then from there, you just kind of exit into the living room. Like I said, common spaces are kind of open, but everything else is nice and broke up, which I think that is a really nice touch. You got the vaulted ceilings here in the living room. I am getting excited. Great big fireplace. Nice brick surround going all the way up to the ceiling. And this one doesn't actually have built-ins. It's got spaces for built-ins. So you can bring your own unique kind of style, you know what I mean? With the different cabinetry and stuff like that. But definitely a cozy space. And then you got views back into the kitchen. Love those colors of cabinets. Those are my favorite. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get out onto this back patio. These doors slide all the way open. So again, in the summertime, we've been seeing almost every one of them. And then maybe that's like we get up north into those states and they've got the 3 seasons room. You get down south, North Carolina, South Carolina areas. I think even some Texas homes even had it. Tennessee homes had it for sure too. You get these really nice back patios with the screens that just make for another cool hangout spot. In the summer, in the spring, in the fall, definitely love that. This one, I like the chandelier and the skylights. Those are cool. We've even got some built-in heaters out here too, so you can hang out long into the winter. But then the screen right here would be controlled via a remote, drops all the way down so you can keep them pesky bugs from getting to you. So that's pretty neat. Look forward to hearing your thoughts on that. And then we can start getting into this kitchen, which all I see is just tons of cabinets. Even got a little pantry over here. But we'll start with the island. Nice big oversized island. You've got kind of a shiplap accent on this side. And then around here, you just kind of transition into your white cabinets with the dishwasher, big old farmhouse apron sink. Looking back into the living room. You got the trash can drawer, which it is massive. most of the time those things are a lot thinner, you know what I mean? And then along this side, you've got an outlet. All right, now let's go ahead and hop over here into the pantry before we work our way back. So it does have a pantry. It kind of wraps around with the angle cabinets. Not super big, but overall a fair bit of room for some storage. And then along this wall, you get even more storage. So maybe this kind of makes up for, you know, the size of the pantry. I don't want to diminish the size of the pantry. That's not what I'm trying to do, but I'm just saying, like, this wall of cabinets adds tons more storage. And I mean, just look at it all. Just keeps going. But then you've got a built-in microwave, and then along the back side, tons of counter space back there. And even more cabinets. I like the blinds. It has those wooden blinds that open. Just kind of nice. And then up top, you've got some nice accent cabinets too. You've got the gas stove, matching range hood. I was just panning for some unique cabinets. It's like just a lot of pot and pan drawers. But then off of that, you've got like a little morning room area, maybe a less formal dining room, your breakfast table, whatever the case may be, with a cool little light fixture hanging down in the middle. And then tons of windows. Again, the wooden shutter blinds, just kind of all around this home. Definitely bringing out that modern farmhousey vibe. And we don't really see that in too many of the, you know, modern, I'm air quoting here, but the modern farmhouse homes. And then in between the formal dining room and the pantry itself is a little hallway, little corridor that leads back into the garage. Now we're not going to go into the garage because they're utilizing it as office spaces, but just kind of wanted to point that out to you. You do have the powder room back here with the single vanity and the toilet. And then all the way at the end, this could be like your mud room, little drop zone area. So you could have like a hall tree in here if you wanted to. Just kind of kick off your shoes, hang up your coats, all that fun stuff. Now let's go see what else we can get into. I guess we'll go ahead and, I think this is the master bedroom. It's just right behind the living room space, kind of just off of the foyer. And this thing looks like a whole suite. Ooh. I guess we'll start here in the bathroom. So double vanities with a makeup vanity in the middle. Look at that shot. Tons of counter space in here. And I'll get you in here in the corner. We have the water closet with the toilet. And then the standalone shower, again with some of that powder blue color coming through. That tile going all the way up to the ceiling. And then it's got a bench towards the back along with a removable shower head. It's kind of a cool looking shower. Now it doesn't have a tub, and personally I don't, I would only want the tub just for the aesthetics of it, I guess, because it looks cool in a bathroom. But I'm never gonna use it. Jen might use it, but so it doesn't bug me if there's not one. But a huge closet in here. And then all the way at the back, I think this is a dedicated laundry room. Whew. I wonder if that means that there's another one somewhere. It would almost have to be, right? So you got washer dryer hookups, tons of folding space. What is that? I don't know, it's heavy. It's like, that's your access point to get to the plugs and stuff. But it's made from the same countertop. But anyway, just got another little outlet over there. Maybe put an iron board or something in here. Or one of them fancy steamers. And then I guess from here, we go upstairs. Oh no, we forgot the bathroom. Y'all, what are you doing? I always do the bathrooms last, you know what I mean? Like the en-suites. So in my mind, I'm like ready to shoot on upstairs. That's funny. Anyway, tray ceiling. Cool little light fixtures on either side of the bed. Nice little nook over here too. So you've got some sitting space to just kind of hang out and unwind. Now we can start working our way upstairs. If you are interested in this model or Classica Homes, you can click that link right there at the top of the description, or you can go over to timothyplivingston.com, where you can search not only this floor plan, but all the floor plans that we've toured across the country. You can see if they're built in your area. You can filter based off of price, number of bedrooms, square footage, layout, design, all different types of stuff, and find that perfect dream home for you. Watch the tour like you are right now. Reach out to the builder and get your dream home underway. But all the way at the top, you've got a lot of common space up here. So this is one kind of like a den area. Now this carpet, we've been seeing it. I guess we've only seen it so far in the master bedroom and up here. And I'm sure it's in the bedrooms up here too. I wonder if it's just because it's the models, or I'm sure that's something you could change. Would we be grading based off of the models? Like, just because this one had a carpet? That's something to think about. I feel like we would. Like, it's a showcase home, right? Kind of my thought. I'm still perfecting how my thoughts on this whole grading system. Some of y'all have been giving us some insight. See, the carpet changes here in this bedroom, so we'll have to see. But, you know, it's a community, so y'all's insight is always taken into consideration. We look at it, see if it fits the overall thing that we are trying to achieve. So if you do have any ideas for that, if y'all have been sticking around for the few that we've done so far in terms of the rating stuff, let us know. And if you haven't gone and got your rating sheet, it's free. Just the link's right there in the description. I think it's like timothyplivingston.com. It'll pop up right now. / get your home design rating card. Something like that. But anyway, this is the first of the bedrooms up here. Got a nice big closet. And then this room also has its own ensuite. All right, let's see. I think it's got this hallway over here with a few more. Ooh, this is a long hallway. Oh yeah, I guess there's gonna be 4 bedrooms up here. We found the second laundry room. Nice second floor laundry room for everybody up here. I guess that makes sense too, you know what I mean? It's better than everybody having to lug all their clothes downstairs. And as the owner of the house, I'm definitely not lugging my clothes upstairs. Unless like all the bedrooms were upstairs. Anyway, coming into the second bedroom up here. Another good size room for like a kid, you know what I mean? It's not oversized, it's not over the top. I think the closet sizes are like, there's tons of storage in here. I mean, the rooms are probably, this one anyway, I know it's a standard size, but for a little kid, you know what I mean? I feel like the beds are going to be smaller too. Maybe. I'm not sure. But you do have a Jack and Jill bathroom that connects this bedroom to the next bedroom. Now this one's a lot bigger, I feel like. feel like it's got a little bit more space in here. And then into its closet. Oh, just kidding. Where's this? Oh, this room's closet's up front. So this one's got a drop down into some unfinished space. This would be out over the top of the garage, which this would be kind of cool because you could turn it into like its own suite. So you could have like a little den or living room or game area over here, just off of this bedroom. That would be pretty neat. You can let me know what you think about that in the comments. What would you do with it? But here is the actual closet. Still impressive, nice and spacious. And then you come back out into the hallway, just kind of to orient you a little bit. There is another storage closet in here. And that little hook right there is for, sometimes you get the ones with the strings, you know what I mean? But this one's got the little hook for the attic access, so you can pull the stairs down. And then all the way at the end of the hall, you come into, I believe this is the 5th bedroom. Unless there's one hiding somewhere. This one's pretty big. This one's about as big as the other one we just came out of. And then it also has its own ensuite. Alrighty. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're in Fort Mill, South Carolina, and we're getting ready to check out another beautiful home from Classica Homes. So let me get you outside. I'll tell you all about it. All right, so today we're going to be checking out the American Cottage version, aka the traditional version of the Coronado from Classica Homes. This features 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a 2-car garage right here, and all of that sits inside of approximately 3,623 square feet. A lot of stone, and then you've got some hardy plank siding as well. Nice covered entryway right here with the stone. Now, if you are interested in this home, it starts at approximately $962,900. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. Alrighty. So this is the view that you were greeted with when you do first walk in. Just a super long foyer, plenty of space in here. And then I will go ahead and turn you around. Let's check out front entrance before we hop into it. So this is the front door when you do a first walk in. Nice dark wood floors, kind of vinyl plank going throughout most of the home. And then off to the right-hand side as you do walk through the front door, you got some stuff happening, some stuff. This is the first of the 4 bedrooms sitting up towards the front of the house, almost like a nice guest room, you know what I mean? Kind of a way, because all the other bedrooms are upstairs. This is the only one down here on the main level. Even the master bedroom is up on the 2nd floor. But good sized room. And then into the closet. Now I've been thinking on our rating system. And I almost want to break it up, I feel like, because right now we've got like just how the homes are built, and maybe as time changes and time goes on, I guess, you know, the price points and what can go in those price points varies. Now I know we tour homes from multi-million-dollar homes, you know, down to basic starter homes, which, you know, basic starter homes nowadays are starting to be like $400,000. So, I mean, you know, it's crazy. But anyway, I was just thinking, I was like, maybe we should alter it a little bit to change it. Maybe, I don't know. I want you guys' thoughts and opinions on it. You know, maybe there's different home classes that we could break them up into and then be critical. Because I feel like, you know, we're going to sit here and we're looking for these dream homes, and those are going to be the ones that, one, are way out of our price budget for the vast majority of us, you know what I mean, myself included. But those are going to be the ones that hit your 10s and 9s and 10s, but they're going to be super unique. So maybe we keep them. And then all the other ones, we're getting so used to all these high-end features and finishes, looking at all these homes, you know, through all these tours, that we're getting spoiled. And then all these good homes that are good homes, they just might not live up to what we've been seeing, fall by the wayside. So I don't know. I want your thoughts and opinions on that. Anyway, this one does have a pretty unique office sitting right here in the middle of, like, down the middle of the foyer. You have the sliding barn doors. It's got these nice shutter blinds. And I like this. It's kind of like a family workstation, especially for like me and Jen. We both work from home, you know what I mean? She could sit on one side, I could sit on the other side. But like, I don't like people being here when I tour. She doesn't like people being around while she's making phone calls. It makes her nervous, a little uncomfortable. Anyway, but then you got the set of stairs going up to the second floor and all of the bedrooms. And then finally, as you get to the end of the foyer, it opens up into all of the common spaces. So I guess we'll start over here in the dining room. Kind of its own dedicated space. But like I said in the last one, since it doesn't have its own, it feels like it's in the living room, you know what I mean, to me. But it is a beautiful setup. And a lot of this home, it almost has like a beachy vibe to it, which is pretty neat. But anyway, next to that, you come into the living room. And no real fireplace. Tons of windows, though. A lot of light coming in through here. You do have the crown molding going all the way around the home. And then on the opposite side of the room from that, you come into the kitchen area. Now check this out. So this is kind of what I've been talking about lately, is you get this wall of cabinets and you lose a lot of that counter space over there, especially like what you got over here with this little dry bar to the right. But, you know, that could be turned into like a buffet or something. But I guess it's way far away for like usable workspace, counter space. But anyway, I digress. Island. I like these little cutouts. This is the second time we've been seeing them from Classica. Just kind of adds extra space around the island itself. And then on this side, you've got the trash can drawer, undermount sink. Not necessarily under a window, but I mean, you've got this great big window in terms of the sliding glass door looking out onto the back patio. So that's pretty nice. And then you have the dishwasher. And then along the back side, I can't tell if this is like a gray or if it's got like a hint of green, almost like a light, like a pastel mint cabinet color. I can't really tell. It's hard to see. Ooh, but the doors are heavy. Those are hefty. You got the gas range. Nice white tile backsplash. Just kind of panning and perusing, looking for some super cool cabinets. Then on the far side, you've got the refrigerator and a built-in microwave. And then just a wall of extra storage space for cabinets, dishes, all that fun stuff. And then let's go ahead and, I guess we've already started. Probably should have wrapped around. But anyway, we'll go ahead and come out here onto the back patio and then we'll work our way back down towards the garage. So these doors slide all the way open, allowing you to come and hang out here on this big old back patio. Some of it's, ooh, the wind's picked up a little bit. Some of it's covered, some of it's uncovered. Got a nice little light fixture right there. Maybe put some screens up. Or we saw those curtains in a couple homes back. I don't know what order any of these homes are going up in, but you could also put one of those little fire pits out back. Right there where that outdoor dining table is. That would be pretty neat. All right, and then back this way, just off of the kitchen, kind of to the right-hand side, you start working your way back towards the garage. But you also have a pantry. And this one's kind of cool because it's like tucked right here up underneath of the staircase. And it's just like what you would think a pantry would be. You know what I mean? Just extra storage in an otherwise dead space. But then through this door, you come out into the 2-car garage. So you've got the water heater out here. You know, we haven't been seeing a lot of that. It's all been hidden. Like, where's the water heater and the furnace and stuff been? I don't know. Electric panels, little extra storage over here. You'll park your motorcycle or your 4-wheelers or your lawnmowers. All that stuff over on that side. And then there is this, try not to spin you around too much. Just a little cutout right here. You can kind of see the chair they got, so you can put like a hall tree or something, or just some hooks. Kind of hang up your coats as you come through. But you're really close to the kitchen itself, so you don't really have to lug all those groceries real far. Now from here, we'll go ahead and work our way upstairs. If you are interested in this model or Classica Homes, you can click that link right there at the top of the description, or you can go over to timothyplivingston.com. There, you can filter all the homes that we've toured across the country based off price, square footage, number of bedrooms, layout, style, all that fun stuff. Watch the tour like you are right now. Reach out to the builder and get that dream home underway. So up here, you've got this great big den area. And like I said, you've got 3 other bedrooms up here too, but basically this is like your second living room. Downstairs can kind of be like the formal space, but then all your movie nights can happen right up here. I think that would be kind of cool, just away from everything. And then you got 2 different areas. To the left, you work your way down to the master bedroom, and then straight ahead, you go into what they call the kids wing. You also have attic access right here before you get into the kids wing. So this is the first of the 2 smaller bedrooms. Still a really good size. All the space, and we saw this in the last one. I like it a lot. They actually said that you could turn this into a bathroom if you wanted to, but it's just a cool little nook. And maybe not this one, because this one's already got a bathroom, so this would just be a nook. You know what I mean? But just kind of a neat little space for the kids. And then into the closet. And then on the opposite side is where you have the ensuite. So you got the single vanity. And then the shower and tub. Ooh, so this is, I just wanted to point this out because I keep talking about it. So you do have this insert here in the model, but it says an included feature update. The secondary bathrooms do include a tub with tile surround. So maybe we need to take that into consideration on, you know, the critique of this one. Because I didn't notice that in the last one. I'm sure it was there too though. But you just got this huge kind of storage room. Not sure what you would put in here. Probably anything. Maybe put some extra shelves in here. Store all the games and stuff. But anyway. So I guess all the tubs and showers would have a tile surround. Then into the second bedroom. And these bedrooms are quite spacious. This one doesn't really have a nook. Kind of does if you think about it, where the dresser is, but I wouldn't want to get rid of the dresser. I'd want to keep that there. But then it also has its own ensuite. it's basically, they're almost the same size in every regard. I think one just has a cutout for the dresser and the other one has a cutout for the nook. But anyway, down this hallway right here, you will run into the master bedroom. But before you get there, you got a couple little cool things. So like a little media center, little pocket office, if you will, a little reading space maybe. And then past that, you come into the laundry room. Now this one's actually got a little desk in here so you can fold some clothes and stuff. But then you got washer dryer hookups. Pretty nice. And then around the corner, we come into the master bedroom. So great big room. You got the tray ceiling, fun little light fixture. Look at all of the windows in here, just super bright. This is where you really get the beach vibe. I did anyway. Because you definitely got some sea foamy things. And even with the decor, you can kind of see that. It looks like little shells over there on that lamp. I don't know if you can see it or not. The wainscoting going all the way around. And then just off of that, you come into the master bathroom. Again, I've seen these before and I really love them. They're kind of the light fixtures on the pulleys, kind of hanging down. Looks pretty neat. But you've got double vanities, one on either side. So if I can get you over here, they look about equal size. In between them, great big closet. Ooh. Let's see. Get all the way in here. Just kind of keeps going, right? It's got all the shelves. A little coffee bar. What? Coffee bar in your bathroom. Well, I guess that's one way to wake up. You know what I mean? You come in here, you do the morning dew, grab yourself a cup of coffee, and work your way downstairs. You got the water closet, and then on the other side is the shower with the tile surround going all the way to the ceiling. Nice little bench back there, and then kind of a fun stone shower tray as well. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're in Vestavia, Alabama, and we're getting ready to check out an exquisite home from Holland Homes. So let me get you outside. I'll tell you all about it. This home features 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a 4-car garage, and all of that sits inside of approximately 3,815 square feet. And when I say one of the prettiest living rooms I've ever seen, I mean it is drop dead gorgeous. Ooh, oh my goodness. This home, if you are interested in it, starts at approximately $1.47 million. But with that, let's get inside, see what all we can find. Alrighty, here we go. Man, Holland Homes, they've been doing it up, and they've got something, something for everyone. Whether it's like a nice family home, or you've got something like this, just a beautiful luxury home. It's been nice. I've enjoyed the variety, you know what I mean? But this is your foyer. When you do first walk in, kind of just boxed off a little bit, which is nice. Not like an elongated one, but it blocks your views to all of the living spaces. Beautiful wood door right here. And then from there, it opens up into all the common spaces with this beautiful kitchen and dining room area with the exposed beams. And then over to our right, which is where we're gonna start, is this living room. See, right off the bat, whew, gorgeous. You've got these beautiful chandeliers hanging down in the middle of the living room. Of course, the cathedral ceilings with the exposed trusses, or exposed beams rather. And then this great big fireplace with the bricks around, nice big hearth down there. And then you've got the shiplap going all the way up to the ceiling. Tons of windows throughout this entire living room. Love that. It just looks fantastic. Like, I am in love with it, for sure. Just the light in here, it looks really, really good. And then you've got views back into the dining room and kitchen area. Gorgeous floors, if I haven't pointed them out yet. Nice dark color, love that. It matches the beams, you know what I mean? But then from there you come into the dining room space, which kind of separates the living room from the kitchen. Nice big area. And then beyond that, you start working your way into the kitchen. So really nice pendant lights hanging down over the top of this island. Tons of room for seating. Double outlets on this side of the island. That's new. And then all of the counter space and cabinets here on the island. No sink whatsoever. So you've got all this prep space over here for when you're cooking. On the opposite side, you've got, of course, the built-in microwave and your oven. The range, nice pot filler. Whoop, whoop. Love me a good pot filler. Some herringbone backsplash. And then, you know, I love my range hoods. I like the variety and the customization of a range hood. They can just really look like anything. I think that one looks really sharp. Ooh, the air conditioner, or heater rather, kicked off. It's cold outside today. Soft closed cabinets, and then they aren't quite going all the way up to the ceiling, so you've got a little bit of extra room for decorating and stuff. And then of course you've got the refrigerator. Then a nice interesting setup over here on the far side, looking out into the front of the house. You've got the farmhouse sink, the dishwasher, and then a couple more upper cabinets as well as lower cabinets. But it just looks out onto this really pretty front porch right here. I think it looks really nice. You know, it's just got this like cottage charm, almost like a villa kind of feel, if that makes sense. But then I guess we'll go ahead and start over here. We'll have to work our way upstairs and stuff, and then eventually we'll work our way over to the master bedroom, which is on the opposite side of the house. But we've got a pantry. This one's a little bit bigger than the last one we saw. This one's a nice big walk-in pantry. Got the wooden shelves, all adjustable. So you can kind of set that height however you want it. On the opposite side, we've got a set of stairs going up to the second floor. Ooh, they even got so the last one that we saw was like a modern farmhousey home, and they had these really cool banisters, which really brought that farmhouse feel to life. You know what I mean? It excited me a little bit that I saw them. Anyway, continuing down the hall, we come to the mud room. So you've got the hall tree with all the cubbies. Again, shiplappy accents happening here, which is pretty interesting considering, like, you know, the exterior of the home. I wouldn't have expected that. I would have expected more of like traditional accents. Now this is the first of the two garages. You have this one, which is on the upper level, which is handy because you're really close to the pantry, but you've got two stalls right here. You've got access out into the motor court. And then I don't see any additional storage in here. But then you've also got another two-car garage downstairs in the basement. And then just as you walk in from the garage, you've got the first full bathroom. So single vanity, the toilet, and a shower and tub. This one, tile not quite going all the way up to the ceiling, but good sized tub, nice, you know, a good amount of space. This door right here goes into, it's currently set up like an office. I haven't looked at the floor plans close enough to know if this would be like a dual purpose room or if it is actually set up to be an office. But either way, it meets all the requirements, it looks like. It's got some egress, it's got a closet, and then this is the door from this side into the bathroom. So I guess that would be up to you if you wanted to turn this into a bedroom. It's not the biggest room in the world, so being an office makes a good amount of sense. But you know, maybe you got a smaller kid, or you just want it to be like a little guest room. My grandparents called their guest room the sissy room, you know, which would fit like a smaller room, I think. But then into the closet, you got the double doors. I'm excited. I'm wanting to see a lot more from these guys. Holland Homes has definitely got quite the variety of floor plans, and it's a little bit different. You know what I mean? Well, I guess we'll, well, I don't want to give away the beans too much, but just off of the little office area, you've got the laundry room, which actually goes on into the master closet, which you can see over there. But washer dryer hookups, plenty of cabinet space. And then you've even got a little area right here to fold the clothes, pull them out the dryer, fold them up real nice. Let's see, try not to spin you around a little too much. You got a little linen closet over here as well. And I don't want to go in there backwards, but I think we're going to go upstairs first. Check out all that stuff. But I like this. You've got the wood treads, the white risers. All that looks real nice. This banister, like I said, it's just like natural wood that they painted white. It's just a cool look to it. I like that a lot. But up here, you've got a nice big loft area. Tons of stuff up here. I literally didn't even glance at the plan, and I'm realizing I'm getting myself into some stuff up here. A lot happening. You did notice there's a bunch of them. There's a little access door right there, a little access door over here. I'm not going to go into all of them. We'll probably access this one. I just want to get into this door first, which is some attic space. Ooh, look at all this storage up here. Tons of storage. And couple that with the basement, which I'm sure is going to have plenty of storage too. Ooh, it's even got the little ladder. Goes up a little bit higher. Let's see. Yeah, let's get into these. I'm sure this is just more attic access. Yeah, it's not real big, but it doesn't really connect to any of that stuff. It goes up kind of high. I almost wonder if you could extend this out a little bit, and then you've got this hallway a little bit bigger. Or if you wanted to turn this into a bigger room or something. I don't know. Be interesting to find out. And then on the opposite side of that, you come to the second full bathroom. So this one's got a shower and tub insert. With the single vanity. And then back behind the door, ooh, an automatic light. How does that work? But you got the toilet. Interesting. I moved the door. Maybe it's like a motion sensor. I've seen some too where it's there's like a button that's depressed, and as soon as it's not depressed anymore, the light turns on or off depending. But then you come in to, I guess we'll call this the first bedroom in the house. This one sits towards the back of the house. Maybe it's about the same size as the office. Looking at it with, you know, other furniture other than the desk in here helps make it a little bit, helps make more sense, you know what I mean? So maybe downstairs isn't as small as I thought it was. So if you did turn it into a bedroom. Let's see. Into its closet. I wonder how many people are from Alabama, because we've only made it down here one other time. So I'd be curious to see, you know, how many people are interested in Alabama homes. So if you are from Alabama, go ahead and drop that in the comments. Into the second bedroom up here. This one's a lot bigger. Ooh, this one looks like it's got a little Jack and Jill. Into its closet. The cold weather, you know, it's got me a little tongue twisted. It's like locking my jaw a little bit. Got to warm that thing up. But we will go ahead and come into the bathroom. Got the single vanity on this side, and then a single vanity on the other side. They both look to be about equal in size. And then in the middle, you got this linen closet. So this is all the shared space, and then back behind us is the water closet. Again, another shower and tub insert. And then the toilet all the way at the back. And then all the way through here. It's currently set up like a little design center right now, but I think this would be the third bedroom upstairs. And I'll kind of show you how we got here via the hallway once we turn around. But this is a good sized room too. Plenty of space. And I like how high the ceilings are. That's real nice. It's got a little bit of character with the vaults and stuff, you know what I mean? I think that looks good. A little cutout over here so you can put some dressers or something. And into the closet. Huge closet. Plenty of space in there. All right, now from here, we'll go ahead and work our way back downstairs, check out that the master bedroom. I still haven't seen the ensuite yet, so I don't even know what it looks like. Pretty excited about it. If you are interested in this model, you can click the link right there at the top of the description, or you can go over to timothyplivingston.com. You can search not only this floor plan, but all the floor plans that we've toured across the country. See if they're built in your area. You can filter based off the number of bedrooms, square footage, layout, all that fun stuff. Ooh, it's got a back porch. Anyway, all that's 100% free. You can watch the tour like you are right now. Reach out to the builder. Get your dream home underway. Oh man. Huge back porch. This thing's cool. It's only missing a fireplace. And then it would be perfect. Backs up to a golf course. You know, that's always fun. I like the outside too. Let me kind of, I know we're up here a little bit, but so you got these awnings with the nice wood accents going around the home. Kind of looks like really sharp with the brick and the tan siding. And it's just a completely different world in here, you know what I mean? It's nothing like what I would have expected seeing the exterior of the home. Anyway, on this side of the kitchen, you've got access down into the basement, which we will get to momentarily. See what all surprises await us down there. Got a little cleaning closet back here, another linen closet, something along those lines. A midnight snack closet, since it's so close to the master bedroom, which is beautiful. I love the shiplap accent wall, like the simplicity of it. It's very simple and nice and elegant. I like that a lot. Sconces on either side of the bed look awesome. Just a really pretty room. Get over here, get a little peep into the ensuite, see what we can find. You got the barn door that separates the bedroom from the ensuite. It's nice that it's more like a weathered wood look as opposed to, you know, one of the white barn doors that you see everywhere. So that's nice. Ooh. And then they've kind of kept the sconces going in here. I like that a lot. So double vanities, one on either side, or a single vanity on either side, you know what I mean? And then nice little double doors into the closet, which we'll check out in just a second too. You got the standalone shower, rainfall shower head, winning. Love it. Normal shower head, tile surround, nice tile shower tray as well. And then of course you got the bench all the way at the back. Standalone tub, check. You know, even if you don't use the tub, and we've talked about this probably 1,000 times, it just looks good in the bathroom. You know what I mean? Of course, you could be in the camp that says it's a waste of space and you could always extend the shower out. But, you know, you might be right there. But at the same time, I think it's got a nice look to it, nice little aesthetic when you have a cool little standalone tub in the bathroom. And then you've got the water closet. It's kind of a cool, moody, because there's no real overhead lights. So the sconce is just, as they're kicking that light back to the wall, it's got a cool look to it. Nice, moody feel. And then, let's see if we can find a light switch. We come into the master closet. So while you can access it from here, you can also access it, like I stated earlier, from the laundry room. So you've got adjustable shelves all the way throughout. And then it just kind of wraps back around over to the laundry room. Now we've got one more place to go, and I haven't been there yet. So kind of excited about that. You know, this is it's so much fun when I come to do this stuff. I can't tell you how much fun I have when I'm here, you know, minus like audio things that go wrong or whatever the case may be. But anyway, I'm very thankful to be able to share this with you guys. Very thankful for you being here. And I just can't express that enough. Thank you guys for enjoying the tours and taking some time out of your day to just walk through this awesome home and all the awesome homes that we do. All right, it's very echoey down here. But I can imagine you could put like a pool table or a little movie theater room or something along those lines down here. We've got a door back behind us. Sorry, I'm trying to whisper a little bit so it's not so echoey. Hopefully you can still hear me. This door is locked. Let's see. Now it is unlocked. And it comes out into the garage. So again, you've got, you know, this is where you can park the Lambos and stuff. It's down here in your Batman cave. And then you've got the electric panels, access out onto the back, well, I guess maybe into the backyard. This is where you could store your lawnmower, stuff like that. And then I saw another closet too. It's over yonder way. See what is in here. Ooh. So you got more unfinished space. Is it as echoey in here? Hello, hello. It's not so echoey over here, which is nice. Tankless water heater. There's a lot of space over here. You could definitely finish this out. This would be awesome. You just put a little access door right here around the furnace. Looks like it's already piped in for a toilet maybe, which is nice. And this could be like a whole nother suite down here. You turn this into like an in-law suite, a guest suite. You know what I mean? Tons of space. But, you know, that's another one of those things that you can let me know down in the comments. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're in Kansas City, Missouri, and we're getting ready to check out another brand new home from another brand new builder. So let me turn you around. I'll tell you all about it. All right, y'all, say hello to the Rainier floor plan from Owen Homes. I love the exterior of this thing with a combination of like stucco and board and batten, a little bit of stonework over there as well. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Now inside this home, you're gonna find 5 bedrooms, 5 full bathrooms, 2 half baths, a 3-car garage, and all of that sits inside of approximately 5,085 square feet. I love the entrance as you come right up to the front door. Beautiful light fixture hanging down in the middle. Now, if you are interested in this home, it is $1,688,000. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. Alrighty, what can we find in here? I'm super excited about this home right here. Whew, I have a little disclaimer. I have walked through it a little bit already just to kind of scope some stuff out, and I think you guys are absolutely going to love it, especially this fireplace over here just as soon as you walk in. But I'll go ahead and turn you around real quick, let you check out the foyer and your entryway. You've got this nice set of stairs going up to the second floor. Plenty of room to add a number of different things. They got a little bench right here right now, but you could get like some type of buffet style table or whatever the case may be in order to help invite your guests as they come through this front door. All right, let's, I guess we'll go ahead and hop into it. So just as soon as you come in, you are greeted with this nice, cozy, very warm and inviting living room. You've got the huge tray ceiling up above us with the super fun light fixture. A little wood accent kind of matches the floors up there in the ceiling as well. And then this fireplace, y'all, oh man, I love it. Just, it brings like very modern-esque home here within the interior, but then you get this gorgeous stone surround on this fireplace with this great big hearth down here on the bottom, kind of raised up a little bit. You've got this big old thick wooden mantle, and I just think it looks fantastic. Definitely could see putting a Christmas tree in here somewhere, maybe in this corner back behind us, you know what I mean? But you're still super close to be able to enjoy the fireplace, and it just, I love it. You got built-ins on either side of that. Tons of space. So this one is just shelves. They're actually two different types of built-ins, which is a little different. They're not identical. So that's what that one looks like on this side. And this side, it's got all the different cabinets and drawers. This looks like it's set up for your media center, so you can put a TV over here. Maybe get one of those extendable arms, you know what I mean? So it comes out around the corner, and then you can put everything else hidden away into the cabinets. Soft close, ooh, like that. And then from here, getting a nice pan back into the kitchen, which I think you guys are absolutely gonna love as well. This kitchen, it is, it's nice. So the first thing, obviously, that you're greeted with is this great big island right here when you come into the kitchen. And I know y'all are just back there staring at the at the cook surface and all of that stuff. I know, but pay attention just real quick. I'm just kidding. It is gorgeous, and I'm going to give over there. There's a lot of things that I love about it. But on the front side of the island, you've got a lot of different things. So you've got some little built-in pan cubbies or pot cubbies, or I guess they'd be more so for pans. And then you've got a little butcher block in here. Store all your knives. There's a lot of that throughout this kitchen. And unfortunately, we would be here for hours, or maybe we should. No, but we'd be here forever if I had to open up everything to find all the cool stuff, because there's just so much of it. But look at the wood. It's just beautiful and dark throughout, which is really nice. This right here, I had no idea what this is called, but this is, it's like Roman clay paint, which is what is covering the surround around the stove. And then you've got this beautiful wood right here as well. The granite kind of wraps up into the backsplash. And then on either side of your range, you have some built-in spice racks with adjustable shelves. And then below that, you've got a couple pot and pan drawers, your built-in microwave and oven. You want to check out some of, I guess we already checked out the other one on the other side, but I just wanted to look again. And then on the far side, you've got your refrigerator, and then a nice little buffet area so you can put your coffee pot, something like that. And then of course, panning you back around the cabinets, they do go all the way up to the ceiling, so no need to worry about dusting. And then from there, you've got your pivot door into this pantry, and I think you guys are gonna love this pantry. First off, it is so moody in here. Like, I love it, how cool it looks. Really nice. And then you've got plenty of storage space. You've got the slide outs. And then some more storage. Then you also have this nice wash basin right here. On either side, you've got some floating shelves, and then of course, the single Moody light. Now there's two other lights in here as well. And they're automatic, which is pretty neat. But I just love the feeling of that single light. And then you also have a spot right here to put your refrigerator, so you can have a second refrigerator, and then all of the shelving for all your dry goods and stuff, which is pretty neat. Now this, I think you guys are really, really gonna like, or at least I hope you do. So let me know as we're going through it. I wanna know your thoughts. But this door right here, wait for it, leads into the garage. So normally you would have like a Costco door, but this has direct access into the pantry area, so super easy to put your groceries in there. And I love that. But coming out here into the garage itself, let's see what all we can get to. Now there are, like I said, there's 2 points. So we've got that one that goes into the pantry, and then this door right here goes into the mudroom. But you've got some attic access. This right here is your water hookups in case you wanted to put like a pet wash or a wash basin out here, something like that. And then you also have, if you've got an electric vehicle, you have a little plug right here so you can charge that thing up. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, whoo, that almost beats, I don't know, pantries. That's probably one of the nicer pantries, just having that feature. We've seen some cool pantries, but you know, just the ease of being able to bring your groceries in without having to walk super far is really nice. And then coming into the dining room, gorgeous dining room, tons of windows all the way around. Of course, you got the vaulted ceiling with the exposed beam and super nice light fixture. And then on either side, you've got 2 different porch areas. So we're gonna go ahead and start to the one over here, which sits in between the dining room and the master bedroom. And this is just kind of like a little sun deck, you know, some place that you can come out, relax, and just hang out. You've got views down into like the patio area, which is, there's a walkout basement down there as well, and we'll get down there in just a little bit, but you know, just kind of a fun place that you can sit and hang out and kind of enjoy the afternoon. And then on the opposite side, you've got a great big sliding door that leads out onto this covered patio, which they kind of kept the same vaulted ceiling theme, but just added some cool wood accents up there. It's screened in back here, which is super nice, so you can enjoy that outdoor experience while not getting tore up by the bugs, because the mosquitoes, they are coming. They're coming out real good. You got a stairwell going down to the patio, and then you've got this little bitty uncovered spot over here, and you can see they've got a little gas pipe coming up so you can hook the grill up directly to the gas line, and you don't have to worry about propane tanks anymore, which is nice. I'm always, it's like, ooh, is my tank gonna last this cook? You know what I mean? It's always a real concern for me. But anyway, so from here, we'll start working our way into all of the bedrooms just off of the kitchen and dining room space. You've got this little corridor back here that leads to a number of different things. So this is your mud room, and you have a pocket door right here. But the mud room, you've got a wash basin, shelf with a hanging towel, washer dryer hookups, tons of storage space. little folding table. And then this is fun. You've got like these built-in laundry baskets. Another little hanging dowel. And the shelves got little accent lights up underneath of them, which is pretty neat. And then this is, we've already been in the garage, so I'm not going to take you back in there, but you've got, again, access out into the garage. And then this would be like your whole tree. Almost looks like a little pew. That's what it reminds me of. But yeah, some more storage in here. And then this would be like your clean-in closet or just a coat closet, something along those lines. And then all the way down the hall, you come to the first bedroom. So this could be a guest suite, an in-law suite. You could nix the bedroom idea and just kind of turn it into an office space if you wanted to. Pretty neat. It's got the barn doors. Again, beautiful wood color. I really like that. I think that looks super nice. And then the wood shelves. And on either side, this is pretty neat. So you've got a couple shelves over here. And then, of course, a couple shelves on the other side as well. And then just off of that, you come into the ensuite. And this thing is ginormous. I wasn't expecting how big it was. So single vanity, tons of counter space. I love that. You've got some nice sconces on either side as well. The toilet and then this gorgeous shower with the tile going all the way up to the ceiling. Y'all, this one is quickly shaping up to be a really, really nice home. I love that. Is there a bench in the back too? Yeah, there is. Look at that. So, how have you guys been? It's been a while. You know what I mean? We took a little bit of time off in April. Just kind of went incognito mode because we've got some super exciting news. You know, I don't know. I guess I'll spill the beans. So, me and Jennifer are expecting a new baby this year, so that's pretty fun. An actual baby, not like an animal baby, you know, with the farm and everything. So there's a powder room, another nice moody room, kind of a cool looking vanity right there. And we just got our test results back, which is fun. It's gonna be a little girl, so we've got 3 boys, which we were both kind of anticipating another boy, but a little girl, so that's super fun. And we're excited. We're excited to get to meet her. So that's something we get to look forward to this year, all of us, and looking forward to introducing her to all you guys and stuff. And yeah, anyway, just wanted to share that. Anyway, coming into the master bedroom, you've got another vaulted ceiling with some exposed beams and kind of some cool, different wainscoting going around the room. I'm not real sure how I feel about it per se. I would almost wish that, let me get off the plastic real quick. I don't know if y'all can hear that. But I like the little slats. Maybe if they would have kept like the wood pattern like they had in the tray ceiling, or maybe something along that, like something along those lines. Or the flooring. I think that would look good. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think about the wainscoting going around here. You've got some more windows, and then again, access out onto that little deck area. And then, of course, just off of the room itself, you come into the ensuite. And check this out. So this is a gorgeous vanity right here. You've got the waterfall edges, which are kind of built in. They like flow through the cabinets, which is cool. Yeah, even something like this would look good for the wainscoting, I think. I think that looks pretty neat. And then just tons of storage space, plenty of elbow room in between the 2 sinks, and then the fun sconces hanging down over the top of them. Then you have this gorgeous soaking tub with the frosted glass window up above it. Got like some river stone tile down there. And then next to that, you've got, of course, the shower. Again, tile going all the way up to the ceiling. And then a cool little ledge. I like the ledge right there. And actually, I think that, yeah, that runs all the way down. But the ledge is nice, you know, it gives you a spot to put all of your shampoos and body washes. And then, of course, you've got the little bench back there as well. And then back behind us, we come into the water closet. Nice, cool built-in. I don't know if you'd stack all your toilet paper right there so you never have to go real far. Or you would just put some decorations there, some reading material perhaps. And then you have the toilet. And then all the way through, you've got another pocket door that separates the closet from the bathroom itself. And all of the built-ins. Trying to get all the different angles for you, so just kind of all over the place. Now, one of the cool features in here is that you also have locking like jewelry drawers. So you can lock these up and keep all of your stuff nice and safe. I just thought that was neat. Something you don't really see. I think they said there's like a phone app or something that locks it up for you. But all right, so that is everything on the main level. And from here, we will go and work our way upstairs and check out all of those bedrooms. All right, real quick before we go any further in this home, have you been dreaming of building the perfect home, but you've just been struggling to find the right plans? I know there's tons of them out there, and we tour a whole bunch of them. Most of the time, the homes that we tour are in completely different areas from maybe where you are. But now you don't have to worry about it. I'm super excited to announce that we've officially partnered with ProfessionalHomePlans.com. It was founded by a group of people that we know, like, and trust and have worked with and toured their homes for several years now. The cool thing about ProfessionalHomePlans.com is they bring you a wide variety of different plans, whether you're looking for the ultra modern style home or you're looking for a traditional craftsman or anything in between. They have plans available to be purchased nationwide. But that's not all. With ProfessionalHomePlans.com, you can work with their incredible designers to customize each home to make it your ideal dream home. Each plan includes a cover sheet, foundation plan, floor plans, exterior elevations, building sections, roof plans, building details, and basic electrical plan. You know, that is one of the things that people are always reaching out to us about. How can they go about getting different home plans? So here it is. While not all floor plans are going to be available from the homes that we tour, this is going to provide the widest variety and the biggest selection for you to choose from. And like we said, they are customizable. So go ahead and visit ProfessionalHomePlans.com and get your dream home underway. And while you're over there, let them know that Timothy sent you. Let's get back to the tour. So as you are working your way up the stairs, you've got some fun light fixtures hanging down over the top of the staircase. I got to get up here and get off this plastic. I don't know how bad you can hear it, but I can hear it pretty good. Now, I actually haven't been up here yet. So, kind of a fun little lofty area. Maybe this would just be, is this all that's up here? What? So maybe this would just be a bedroom. Got a little day bed right here. It's like the only bedroom up here, which is pretty neat. You've got your own apartment. Or it could be a loft, or it's basically just a flex room, but it has all the components that you need. I'm just shocked in the fact that, like I said, I hadn't been up here. It never dawned on me that there could only be one bedroom. So it does have single vanity, the toilet, another nice shower. That's cool. Let me know what you guys think about this. And let me show you the ceiling too. It kind of vaults up a little bit. It's got the beam up there as well. And then you have its closet. It's good to see all the wood shelves. Huh. I mean, I know that there's 2 more bedrooms down in the basement, but I don't know. That just, it caught me off guard a little bit. So the basement's going to be pretty neat too. It has quite a few things, especially for like entertaining. I think that's really neat. So you've got some more windows. It's funny. Stepping on the plastic and back behind you can just hear the air coming back into it. It's neat. Anyway, this is the basement area. Tons of stuff down here as well. Another fun fireplace. And, ooh, check out these built-ins. They've got the backlights in there too with the stone. I think that looks awesome. I am a super fan of that. And then, of course, you've got the matching sconces up above those that kind of go along with what was inside of the pantry area upstairs as well. All right. Trying not to get too lost. So just as soon as you come down the stairs, you've got some understairs storage. And this is pretty neat. They actually put some shelves in here, which we don't see that too often. Actually utilizing the space below the stairs. Now, I know there's a lot of closets below the stairs that we've seen throughout all of our tours, but actually having it finished out like that is neat. And then you have a basement level laundry room, pretty simple, but you got washer dryer hookups in here. And then into both of the secondary bedrooms that are in the basement are on this side. So you've got your egress, nice big window, and then plenty of space. I mean, they're good sized rooms in here. Into the closet. All right, now we get into the tubs. I think this is the first tub that we've seen since we've been in this home. I think everything else has been a shower. And then into, holy moly, look at the size of that thing. Is that a water heater? Yeah, that thing is huge. So this is your utility closet. Of course, you've got the water heater, all of your kind of media components, your furnace, and then back behind us, you've got your electric panel, water mains, all that fun stuff. It's all nice and neatly tucked right here in a single room. And then all the way at the back, had to check for some attic access real quick. I guess there wouldn't be attic access in the basement. Anyway, this is the 5th bedroom here in the home. And I love that, I don't know if you've noticed, every room has had its own ensuite, which is super cool. And y'all wait until, there's actually one bathroom in this house that like took my breath away. Like, I loved it. And it is down here in the basement, so we'll get to it in just a little bit. But then you've got, man, there is only one bath in this whole house, because this one's got a shower. And then you also have, well, you've got access out onto the patio back here. Let's go back here and see. I feel like maybe from the bar area. Yeah, there's a sliding door over there. So we'll go check that out in a minute. You also have kind of some French doors that open up into this little bonus space, and kind of just to orient you a little bit, you've got the staircase right here, and then you've got this 45 wall that leads into this room. So again, another flex room. Plenty of space in here as well. This could be a cool office down here in the basement. That way you can keep all of the bedrooms. Maybe it would be too loud. maybe turn it into like a little gaming room for the kids, or if you got younger kids, they've got the playroom, or an exercise room. Maybe that would be nice, or your craft room. Who knows? Tons of possibilities. You let me know down in the comments. And then coming into the bar area, this is kind of a cool looking bar. Again, waterfall edges on either side of the island. And then I love this idea right here, especially for like game nights and stuff. Me and Jen like to play Clue and then Aggravation. I don't know if y'all have heard about that. But just kind of a neat thing. You can put chairs on either side, and then you've got just a fun little gaming table. Then you've got a built-in microwave down here, some more drawers, spot for the refrigerator and all of the beverages, dishwasher, some more nice fun stone backsplash, sink, and then this is just some more storage space. Some more cabinets. And then another kind of dining area, or another, you know, this could be your little card table or whatever. And then you've got the sliding glass door that leads out onto the patio, but then you also have this door over here as well. So a lot of different access points to get out here. So just kind of a fun spot. This one backs up to a golf course. And then you've got this fun little fire pit back here. Just kind of a neat hangout spot. You can sit here and kind of talk to everybody because there's 1,000 different ways to get outside, which is cool. And right now you'd think that we'd be done, but we're not. We've still got tons of more things that we have to go and check out. And they're down this hall. Not a ton of different things, but you know, some cool things, like my favorite bathroom in this whole house, which is this one right here. It's got that industrial vibe, like, I don't know, cool look to it. I love these little pennant lights right here. I think they look super neat. And then of course you've got the single vanity, the toilet, and then these fun kind of artsy batten strips along the wall. And then all the way at the end of the hall, you come into a lot of unfinished storage space, which is nice. I feel like you can't finish everything off because you just acquire things over time. Just all different types of stuff. We're going to be nosy. I have no idea what's back here. I think I just locked it. Did I? Yeah. Oh. How many places do you need to get outside? But this is actually pretty neat because you can just bring your, if you got like a lawnmower or something, all of your outdoor gear, you can just bring it right in here. That one caught me by surprise too. That's nice. That's handy. What else we got down here? Anything? We've got another room over here. I think this might be underneath of the garage area. But there you go. Some more storage space. All right, let me get over here to the fireplace real quick. Get a little toasty. So let me know what you think about this home down in the comments. If you want any more information on this model or Owen Homes, you can click that link right there at the top of the description. With that, I'm so happy to have you guys here. Hopefully you enjoyed the tour as much as I did. And with that, my name's Timothy. I look forward to seeing your beautiful face in the next one.